all things are possible.
What's good? What's good, everybody? Guys, look. Oops. Hold on. Guys, look. We got our blue book. We got our blue book today, guys. All right. We're back. And I haven't got anything written in it yet. I'm gonna write down what we had the other day. But this book will probably be filled by the end of the year. It's not that thick, but I got a weird feeling it's going to fill everything. Mr. Gabe, happy birthday. Appreciate that. Yeah, guys, the birthday's tomorrow, but I'm not really going to correct anybody this stream. If someone tells me good birthday, happy birthday, I'm just going to say thank you. I'm not really going to correct anybody because it's going to be a lot of correcting to do. But I don't stream on Friday, so this would be the birthday stream, guys. Oh, yeah, and we hit 22K subs, so W. But what's up, though, everybody? How's everyone doing today? God bless you all. And I hope y'all are doing swell. Christ is King. Amen. Amen. What's good, brother? Happy birthday. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. All right, guys. How many pages? How many streams do you guys... Ooh, this paper's nice. It's like... feels like laminated almost. All right. How many streams do you guys think it'll take to fill up an entire page front and back? How many streams do you think y'all take? I'm just curious what y'all think. I think the over-under is like maybe 3 or 4 streams, maybe. Adam said 15. Yeah, buddy, you're tripping. You think 15 streams to only fill up one page? Brother, you must not be in here very much anymore, Adam, even though I know you are. Man, people say crazy things every stream. You are impressed with paper quality. This is good paper quality. It's like, I don't know. How to fly, got to find a super chat. You and Avery should compete. Who has the worst or best things Muslims have said? I gotta have the worst. It feels like it. What was it? Just yesterday? What did they... Hold on, I have it in my notes. What did they say? Or what did they say just on Tuesday? Muslims believe in the death, burial, and resurrection of Christ. Allah is a father. The Quran invented algebra, and the number 3 is 3 numbers. Brother, that was one stream, by the way. That was one stream, by the way, guys. Happy B-Day, Nick. You are now in your Kobe era. I need you to fill up 81 pages front and back. See, there you go. He even remembered how old I was turning. W-Mass. I need you to fill up 81 pages front and back. Now we filling up 83 now. It's bam from here on out. All right, let's go ahead and get the TikTok live started, man, so we can get some debates going and things of that nature. 3 equals 3. Apparently 3 equals 3 numbers. I don't know. Name your book The Muslim Proverb. Happy birthday. I like that name. I actually do like that name. The Muslim Proverb. I actually do like that name. You're so underrated. Well, hopefully soon I'll be properly rated. Turning 24. Yep. Indeed. Thank you, Sharble. Appreciate that. Grizzy with the $50 super chat. God bless you, man. Happy birthday. God bless you, G. God bless you too, Grizzy. Thank you for showing love, brother. A rough 24 is crazy. Chat ban Adam. He needs banned ASAP. I saw that one. The Muslim 50 Cent. Muslim 50 Cent's crazy. That's why y'all should like the stream. Real. Time zone changed, so now your live is more convenient. Let's go. You're 24. At midnight, yeah. That Mormon was funny in Avery's live. Yeah. Ain't no way I'm older than Nick. Sorry, brother. Sorry to break it to you, brother. Happy birthday, my brother in Christ. Hope you have a blessed day. Much love from South Africa. W, man, what time is it in South Africa, man? It's gotta be pretty early or later. Very different. You're only 1 year older than me. Y'all gotta get y'all knowledge up, man. How y'all gonna let me be only 1 year older than you guys? You gotta get your knowledge up. Is your birthday today or tomorrow? It's tomorrow. It's at midnight. I said that on the pin chat, but I'm not correcting everybody who tells me happy birthday though. Where's the birthday at? You know, it's funny. I was thinking about getting one, but I was like, eh. Nick, you are 15 years older than me. There's no way. No way. By the way, Wilt over Bam 183. Yeah, buddy. God, let me see the footage of him showing 100 and I'll say that. Let me see the footage. IRL stream soon for sure. Doing anything else for your birthday? Nothing crazy for real. I like to spend my birthdays with y'all, so here I am. You know? Do you identify as a true Muslim? Yes. Friday the 13th? Bro, I know. Who said that the other day? Someone told me that the other day. I can't believe it's Friday the 13th. Let me sing you happy birthday. Not happening, brother. Ain't no, sir. No, sir. Bam had unethical hoops. Kobe still has second most points. Yeah, nah, y'all tripping. Not happening, Sharky. 11:05 p.m. in South Africa. It's not as bad as I thought. So you can go to Jannah. Well, I'm saying, why do you believe that Jannah is going to be something you actually inherit? Meaning, how do you know that Allah is the true God? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Hello?
Hello, bro.
What's up, man?
What's up, bro? Are you from America?
Yeah.
Why are you not Muslim?
I don't see any good evidence for Islam being from God.
Okay, I have a reason why not to be Christian.
Okay.
Because if, let's say, I insult a person in Christianity and I walk in Europe, like, I won't get beat up or killed, you know. But
What?
if I do that in Islam, if I go to the Middle East, like, I'm dead.
I don't know what the frick bro talking about. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't know what he's talking about. I really don't. I'm 10 years older than Fearless Truth. You are definitely one of my teachers. Reminisce of young Christ, beyond wise beyond his years. Appreciate that, man. That's a W. It's a W there, bro. We are not this Muslim said, we're not giving you no reasons. Enjoy your time in hell. Brother, what? They tripping. Them TikTok Muslims be tripping. I don't know what's up with these people, man. I mean, Nick don't know that much. He thought Aaron outlived Moses. What are you talking about, bro? I'm gonna put the link. I'm gonna put the link to join. In the. I'm gonna put the link to join if y'all want to join on YouTube. Join as a guest if you disagree. All right, if y'all want to join now on YouTube, feel free to join up. And things of that nature. Guest requests are open, please, only if y'all disagree. Mason to the super chat. Happy birthday, my guy. I appreciate you, Mason. God bless you, brother. Good to see you in here, man. B-Day or Creator stream. I like to spend my time evangelizing, man. You know? Is there ham in Muslim hell? No, but there is in Muslim heaven. Ain't it kind of crazy to think how, like, Nick, tell someone to make a Fearless Truth 2.0 channel. I do need to make one. Ain't it weird how like all the things that are sins on earth that you can't do are like things to look forward to in heaven? That's exactly what Satan would do. Satan would say, I'm gonna turn this sin and make it something that you want to look forward to. Hello.
What's up, bro? Can you hear me?
It's kind of hard to hear you.
Can you hear me any better now?
Yeah.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm good, man. What's going on?
Good, man. So I don't know. I've seen you before, so I just figured I'd hop on here because you ain't really don't got no one else requesting. But my main reason for not being Christian, because I was Christian and now I'm Muslim. So my main reason is the contradictions in the Bible and the Trinity not making a lot of sense to me.
All right, like which contradictions?
Well, in Malachi, it says that, we're not going to be punished for anyone else's sin. Like if your father steals, God's not going to punish you for that, right?
Yeah.
But when Adam and Eve sinned, we inherited that original sin. So that's a.
What do you think original sin is?
Isn't it the sin we inherited from Adam and Eve?
So all original sin is us inheriting the consequence of their sin. We don't take on their personal sin. Like babies, for instance, don't have any personal sin because they don't have the personal sin of Adam. Nobody does. We just carry the consequence.
We just carry. So will we get punished for the consequence?
No, we're not. We're only punished for what we do ourselves.
We're only punished for what we. So what's the point of original sin then?
It's to show why our nature is corrupted. The consequence of his sin is that everyone that comes after him has a corrupted nature, which is why we have a corrupted nature.
All right, that's valid, bro. That's valid, bro. Could you explain the Trinity for me?
Yeah, the Trinity's 3 distinct persons who are one God, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Well, I'm just curious, like, if it's 3 distinct persons, how is it one God?
Because when we say one God, we're referencing the existence or the nature. And so we say that there are 3 persons that have the same nature. They're absolutely identical in substance. And so they're one God because of that.
But don't they play different roles?
Not really. I don't know what you mean by play different roles. They don't like
Jesus came down to earth, not the Father. And like my thing is like, when Jesus was on earth, he was holding the fort down in heaven.
it's still Jesus. It was still Jesus. Jesus was still sustaining the entire universe.
Heaven when he was on earth.
Because he's omnipresent. He wasn't just on earth. He was also in heaven still.
He was also in heaven. So like when he went to hell after the crucifixion, he was still in heaven.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So my next question is that, like, if Jesus was omnipresent, was he omnipotent as well?
Yes.
All-knowing? Why didn't he know the hour of his crucifixion?
Well, that's not what omnipotence is. That's omniscience. But yeah, he did know when the hour is. When he says nobody knows, that word know in the Greek can also mean to declare, to make known. So he was saying he's not the one who makes known the hour, but the Father is. It wasn't speaking about knowledge there.
Did Jesus have to learn as a baby?
I can't hear you again.
Oh, my bad, man. Did Jesus have to learn as a baby?
I mean, he learned things pertaining to the human nature, but he knew all things in regards to his divine nature. And those things were transmitted to the human nature.
So from a newborn, he knew all things. He didn't.
It's still hard to hear you, bro. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, my bad, bro. Yeah, bro. I'm sorry. I should have brought my headphones. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So when Jesus was born, he knew all things.
According to the divine nature, yeah, via the divine nature.
He knew speech. He knew everything. He didn't have to learn it all.
Via the divine nature, yeah. We're saying that the human nature, those things had to be transmitted to the human nature. His human nature isn't all-knowing via itself.
But his God nature is all-knowing.
Correct, yeah. So via his divine nature, he didn't need to learn anything.
So he didn't need to learn anything. Then how come he learned? Like even if he had a human nature, he was still 100% God.
Everything he learned from the human nature is going to be in regards to the divine nature, transmitting it to the human nature. Because the human nature, again, isn't all-knowing in virtue of itself.
So he wasn't all-knowing.
Brother, he was all-knowing in virtue of his divine nature. His human nature was not all-knowing in virtue of itself.
How can you be knowing and how can you be all-knowing and not all-knowing at the same time?
Because knowledge is a property of nature, and so since he has 2 different natures, he has 2 different sets of knowledge.
He had 2 different sets of knowledge?
Yes, of course.
That doesn't make much sense to me, man.
What doesn't make sense about it?
How one can have two different sets of knowledge. Like
Because
that
if knowledge is a property of nature and he has two natures, by definition, he has two different sets of knowledge.
yeah, but like at the same time, if he's 100% God, he's all knowing. Like that's my main
And
point.
he
Like
is all knowing via the divine nature.
via the but that doesn't explain why he has to learn. Because even if he knows all things, like God doesn't have to learn anything about humans. So like why would he have to learn? He should already know if he's all knowing
He
according to his
does
divine
via the
nature.
divine nature. That's what that's what I've been telling you. He does know everything via the divine nature.
But that doesn't like you can't say that his human nature had to learn if he was already 100% God. Like if he was already 100% God, he would already be all knowing. He wouldn't have to learn anything about the human nature. He wouldn't.
He doesn't. He doesn't need to.
He doesn't. Then why did he have to learn?
All right, bro. I don't know how many times I can explain something before people just I don't know. People just don't listen to me. I don't know why. People just don't listen to me for some reason. Andrew said, "Happy birthday, bro. God grant you many years." Thank you, bro. God bless you, man. Ascendance is so weird, bro. Ascendance said, "Happy birthday, Nick." But chat, don't be swelling his head up already big, talking about some wise beyond his years. Like, yeah, okay, but don't tell him that. And God forbid. God forbid. One day out the year, the chat gas me up. God forbid. Ascendants don't want to see me happy, bro. I think that's insane. LELD with 10 super chat. Happy birthday. I really respect your work. Thank you, bro. I'm glad you it brings you knowledge, brings you happiness, all that good stuff. Mason to super chat. They can't comprehend two natures, bro, at all. At all, man. All right, let's go next.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
What's up, man?
So you said you want a good reason why you should become a Muslim.
Yeah.
Well, I think because Muhammad was a child lover. I think you should support that.
That he was a what?
He was a child lover, and I think you should support that. Muhammad, was actually.
If you want to support child lovers, that's on you. Artemi, appreciate the galaxy, brother. God bless you, man. And Ika with the gift. Thank y'all for the gifts on TikTok too. I don't know what folks talking about. Hello?
Yeah, there is a couple few reasons why being a Christian is not good. I want to mention that as a Christian, you are missing out on certain activities. Like for example, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he had the capability of having more than one wife. And how old was Aisha?
Bro, are you a Muslim or a Christian?
I am Muslim.
So you believe Muhammad's a true prophet?
Yes.
And you brought up Aisha's age.
All right. So these are the things that you are missing out on. You are missing out.
Do you think you're missing out on marrying a 6-year-old?
I am in Iraq. I am not missing out.
So you be marrying 6-year-olds over there?
Not yet.
What you mean not yet? Yo! Yeah. Bro, what the frick is going on? Not yet? Yo, someone get the FBI to bro's house. Please blow Iraq to smithereens. Yo, please. Somebody tell all the Christians to get out of Iraq and blow Iraq to smithereens, bro. I beg of you. There's no way. Put that in the book. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. I do need to, don't I? Oh my gosh, I do need to. All right, how long are we in the stream? About 20 minutes. Okay, about 20 minutes in. Hold on. $20 minutes. Okay, so we're about 20 minutes in on, what is it? It's the 12th, obviously. 3/12/26. Missing out on marrying. Can't believe I'm writing this down. 6-year-old. I can't believe I'm writing that down, bro. FBI, open up, brother. You need God for those people. FBI ain't even enough anymore.
Yo, what's up, fam? How you doing, man?
I'm good. What's going on?
Oh, man, a whole lot. Hanging out. So, I got a question for you. So, you believe that Jesus is a miracle in his miraculous birth to the Virgin Mary?
Yeah.
So, he spoke in the cradle. You believe in that?
No.
You don't believe he spoke in his cradle to
No.
absolve his mother of being persecuted as being an adulteress?
No.
Oh, okay. So, he didn't speak in the cradle. He didn't perform miracles?
No.
Oh, okay.
You got anything else, brother?
I mean, we believe in his miraculous conception, his birth, and his raising and his coming back, right? So that's all I gotta say. But faith is a great thing, man. I hope you enjoy being Christian, Muslim, whatever you are. But
All right, bro.
you know, it's just important to have faith, in my opinion. So
All right, bro.
you know,
Appreciate it, man.
good. Yeah, bro.
All right. Yeah, if y'all don't know, that is actually something from the Quran where Jesus did certain things, such as he made the clay bird when he was a baby, and all of those things are from the Gnostic Gospel. Thomas, try to flag out his super chat. I don't think Troll should go in the book. That's fair. Maybe we'll have to rethink. I already wrote it down though, so the first one's going in there. Base and Troll super chat. Yo, Nick, my PC setup got to bring me on soon. G, let's go, bro. You finally you got it set up pretty quick, dude. Heck yeah. All right, please only request if you guys disagree, give me a good reason to not be a Christian.
Hello. Hey, Nick. How are you? How's everything?
I'm good,
Hello,
man.
everyone.
What's up, man?
All right, brother. I'm great. I'm great. I'm a Muslim. I follow Islam. Quick question. Are you a Christian?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Great, great. Why you want to be Muslim, bro? Like, be happy you are Christian.
I didn't
Yeah,
say
be
I
so
want to
happy
be
because
Muslim. I'm just asking you, do you have a good reason for me not to be
No,
Christian? I don't know
you
where I
guys are
get a reason to
great.
be
I mean,
Muslim.
Christianity, we Muslims believe that one day when Jesus will come back, Christians will be standing. So we want Christians. We want more Christians. And if you open up
Do
history,
you want people to
Christians
become
help Muslims
Christian?
out. I'm so happy about it. You are a believer as long as you're a believer. Like for
So
Muslims,
I'm going to
we
go to
believe
heaven?
on Bible. Huh?
So I'm going to go to heaven?
You will be going to heaven, bro. Like that's what Islam tells us. I don't know from where you
Islam
are
tells you
taking
that
Islam.
Christians are going to go to heaven.
Hell no, bro. Like if you open up like
What?
the
Bro, why
history,
did you say yes
yeah.
then?
I don't say that Islam says that Christians will go to hell.
I said heaven. Does Islam teach that
No,
Christians will
yeah,
go to heaven?
my bad. Yes, you will go to heaven.
Where did it teach that at? Can you
You
show
will go
me?
to heaven. What you say?
Where does it teach that at? Can you show me?
It teaches everywhere, like in Quran,
Can you
in
show me? Like any
mosque.
verse?
That's how I grew up.
Can you show
Like
me?
that's how I grew up. I am the living proof for that. Yeah, I am.
Are people trolling me or something today? Is that just what it is? It's like, am I just getting trolled today? Mario to find out super chat. Nick was in great disbelief and disgust by the Muslims' horrid response, and so he kicked him. It's like a movie scene out here. It's like a movie scene, dude. It feels like I'm in a freaking movie. See if this person connects.
Hello.
Oh, that person like connected and disconnected. Hello?
Hey Nick, how are you, my brother?
I'm good. What's going on?
Good. I just have a couple of questions, if it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you believe in a creator, my brother?
Do I believe in what?
A creator?
Yeah, I believe in a creator, yeah.
Okay. Do you believe the creator is God?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe a creator has to be a created creator? If God is above time, he should be uncreated, no?
He is uncreated.
Okay. So since God is the creator who is the uncreated creator who creates its creation, is this creator eternal?
Yes.
Okay. Is death scientific?
Scientific, spiritual, it's a lot of things.
Sure. Do you know Islam supports science, my brother? And all.
What is, I mean, I can show you places it doesn't support science if you want.
Well, if we say that the one creator created all, then we can technically say only the creator is the best of planner. So that creator created
Bro, are we just doing a
every.
riddle? Is it Riddle Thursday? Is it Riddle Thursday today? It has to be. Josh Loner to the super chat. Happy birthday, Fearless Truth. Cooking on your birthday, low-key crazy. God bless. Thank you, man. You know I gotta be with y'all. Hello.
Yo, hello.
What's up, man?
How are you doing today?
I'm good. What's going on?
Yeah, I was just wondering, is God up your nostrils?
No, I'm not a Muslim.
No, is God in your nostril?
No.
So God is not ontologically everywhere, right?
What the frick does it mean to be logically everywhere?
So God isn't ontologically everywhere, right?
It depends what you mean by. Do you think that ontological presence needs to be localized presence?
Well, when somebody says that God is ontologically everywhere, I would assume that God is literally everywhere.
Do you think that means localized presence though?
What do you mean by that?
Like manifested presence.
It depends what you mean.
Like, are you asking me, is God's presence manifested, meaning that it's like effects are everywhere? We can see the effects of it everywhere.
No, I agree that the effects or the power of God can be seen everywhere, or it encompasses everything, but the personhood of God isn't everywhere. Do you hold to that position?
No, I think that he's omnipresent, and I don't think that that means that he has a localized presence. When we say he is somewhere, we're speaking of localized presence.
All right, so his knowledge and power, they're everywhere, correct?
Yeah, again, not in localized presence. So we don't say he is in that sense that of localized presence.
All right, all right. So do you believe God has a place?
Not only one single place. He has multiple places he can be.
Okay. Well, that's all, I guess.
Cool. He thought he was going to do something, man. He really thought he was going to do something there. Michael, to $10 super chat. Happy birthday, Nick. We've officially heard the Muslim deviously practice earning his salvation. Sahih Muslim 2767. AD Num Dilila. Real. Alright, we got next, man. Please only request if y'all are Muslim and have a good reason for me to not be a Christian. Hello?
Hey, Nick. I am a Messianic Jew, and I believe in Jesus like you do. I've studied the Quran before. The Quran actually teaches that in the beginning that Muhammad turned around and actually turned around, had a Russell, basically.
I don't know what happened. Hello?
Hello?
What's going on?
Hey, I just have a question. Does the Bible say that to call you Christians?
Does the Bible say to call us Christian? It doesn't give a command, no.
No, but is there anywhere in the Bible that says that you should call yourself Christians, or why do you call yourself Christian?
We call ourselves Christians because of the definition of the name. Christian means a follower of Christ, and we follow Christ.
But didn't the Romans call you Christians?
Yeah, because they were.
Yeah, but I mean, Jesus never said to call you Christians.
Brother, what does that have to do with whether or not Jesus said to call us Christians? We don't, we're not limited to only doing what Christ says. Christ said to
Yeah,
follow
but
him. And what does it being a
yes,
Christian mean? It means to follow
yeah.
him.
The Romans called you Christians, not Jesus said to call you Christians.
Brother, Christ said to follow me. Being a Christian means to follow him. So there's no problem with that.
But does the Bible teach you to call yourself Christians?
Brother, it doesn't teach us verbatim the word Christian. It talks about how the people were called Christians first at Antioch in the book of Acts. But again, to say, does it say, call you Christian verbatim? It's just a verbatim fallacy.
Yeah, but I guess, but in the Quran, they said to call yourself Muslims.
Good for y'all. Does it say in the Quran how many times a day to pray?
No, but
Oh. So how many times a day do you pray?
5.
Oh. Where do you get that from? Why do you do it if it's not in the Quran? Where did the Quran tell you to do it?
The Quran tells us to follow Muhammad. Didn't it teach us to follow him?
Oh, great. And the Bible tells us to follow the apostles. And it also tells us to follow the successors of the apostles, which said to call ourselves Christians.
And it says to follow the Muhammad as well.
Where?
In the Bible.
Show me where.
Hold on. Give me 1 sec. We have time?
Sure, go ahead.
We have time?
Yeah, we have time. We're about to finally find Muhammad in the Bible, guys. And by the way, when you find it, I'm waiting on you, but when you find it, make sure you come back to the screen because I can't hear you when you're off the screen. Lord have mercy, guys. I can't wait. My prediction on what verse he's gonna bring up is gonna be not a what? Dang, let me get my prediction.
Deuteronomy 18:18.
How you know this about Muhammad?
Put it up.
I know Deuteronomy 18:18. It says that there will be a prophet who will come. Yeah, it's one like the one who've already been sent. He's like Moses.
Yes.
What does it mean to be like Moses according to Deuteronomy?
That's why I said pull it up if you can. We can read it together if you want.
Sure. I'm gonna show you you're misinterpreting it though. Sure.
I mean,
all right, Deuteronomy 18:18. I will raise up for them a prophet like you from among their brethren. I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak to them all that I command him. So according to Deuteronomy, what does it mean to be a prophet like you, like Moses?
But continue. You just read one verse.
Okay, bro, we'll keep reading. It's not gonna help your case. You go back to it. All right, we'll keep reading. So, verse 19, and it shall be that whoever will not hear my words, which he speaks in my name, I will require of him. But the prophet who presumes to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, or who speaks in the name of other gods, that prophet shall die. And if you say in your heart, how shall we know the word which the Lord has not spoken? When a prophet speaks the name of the Lord, if the thing does not happen or come to pass, that thing in which the Lord has not spoken, the prophet has spoken to you presumptuously, and you shall not be afraid of him.
Which Jesus was like Moses?
Yes. What does it mean to be a prophet like Moses according to Deuteronomy?
I mean, wait, 1 second.
He don't even know. He hasn't even studied this, guys. Says it literally later in Deuteronomy, guys. Wait, he got to do his research here because he didn't actually research the verses. This is why I didn't want to go past verse 18 because we don't even need to go past verse 18 to know that it's not talking about Muhammad, bro.
If you can continue to Isaiah 42.
Bro, what? Isaiah 42?
Yeah.
What is Isaiah 42 going to show us? Is it going to show us what it means to be a prophet like Moses?
Yes.
What verse even talks about a prophet like Moses in Isaiah 42?
But read the verse.
Which verse?
Isaiah 42.
Brother, which verse in Isaiah 42? There's like 30 verses. Which one mentions a prophet like Moses?
It will. It's talking about that he will come from the people of Kedar.
Okay, which verse does it talk about a prophet like Moses? Where does it mention what it means to be a prophet like Moses in Isaiah 42?
I mean, he will, I guess, engage in war.
Okay, you're a waste of time. You're literally a waste of time. We're not gonna sit here and read 30 verses in Isaiah 42 for him to completely dodge the question. Guys, if we look at what it means to be a prophet like Moses, you can read Deuteronomy 32, and it literally says a prophet like Moses is one who sees the Lord face to face. Did Muhammad see the Lord face to face? No. He's not a prophet like Moses. That guy Viano $2 super chat. Happy birthday, Nick. Keep doing what you're doing. God bless you, bro. Appreciate that. I will try. Thank you for the gifts on TikTok as well. Hello.
Your day.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on? How's your day been?
It's pretty good, man. What you got?
May I ask you a question?
Yeah.
If Jesus is God, how did he not know the hour?
He did. The word know there in the Greek, it just refers to the revelation. So oide just can mean to make known or to reveal. So he was saying he's not the one that reveals the hour.
But like if like the Trinity is co-equal, how is like the Father doing something that the Son isn't doing?
It's not that he's doing something the Son isn't. They just do different participations in the same action. In the same way, we say the Father participated in the incarnation by sending the Son. The Son participates in the Father declaring the hour by being the one sent in the declaration.
Yeah, but if you look at John 5:19, it says like the Son does everything the Father does. So if he's not revealing it,
Wait. If the Son does everything the Father does, you agree the Son literally sustains the universe and creates the universe, right?
yeah, I guess, but like
So Jesus is God. Yeah, if Jesus created the universe, he has to be God.
sure, but like if he's not revealing it, I know. But if he's not revealing it, but he says he's doing everything the Father is doing.
I just told you I just told you he is participating in the revelation, just not by being the one who is actually revealing it, by being the one who's sent from the revealing. It's called passion and action in philosophy. There's two different participations or more in an action. So he does participate in the revelation, just not by being the one who actually speaks the revelation.
Or I see what you mean. Thank you. Have a good day.
Yep. Bro, Loki just admitted Jesus is God. It's crazy. W. By the way, W Jim Bob Raid. If you in here, Jim.
Hey.
Hello? What's up?
How you doing?
Good, man. What's going on?
Good. So you're saying Muslims give me a good reason not to be a Christian. One good reason is in the Bible it tells you guys to stay away from swine, but you guys still eat pork.
Okay, do you understand that there's differences between different covenants?
What do you mean?
Like the Mosaic covenant isn't the covenant we're under.
So aren't all Christians on the same page?
We are. None of us have
why-
a problem with eating pork.
So you eat pork,
Yeah. What's the issue?
even though it says in the Bible not to. And you also know the story in the
Brother, that's a
Bible where
Levitical
Jesus
law.
casted. Well, you do know also the story in the Bible where Jesus casted demons into the swine, right? And you guys still eat it.
Yes, and they ran.
That's
off
one
a
good
cliff.
reason right
that
there.
had nothing to do with whether or not you can eat them, bro. It just had to do with the fact that the demons there, he's casting
It's
them
a
into
filthy
animals.
creature. Of all the animals, he chose swine,
And they
you're
taste
still
and
eating
they
the
taste
demons.
some of the best. I don't. What does that got to do anything, bro? You think they ain't clean before you eat them? Like,
All right, so I gave you one reason. You
It's a
give me one
terrible
good
reason.
reason why.
great.
I just
One
gave
reason
you a
why
reason,
what? Go
so
ahead. What reason why what? Why not to be Muslim?
so the opposite, basically. Yeah.
Okay, because the Quran states that the Trinity is polytheism. The Trinity is not polytheism. Therefore, the Quran is not true. So can you show me how the Trinity is polytheism?
What?
The Trinity. The Quran states
That
the Trinity
sounds
is polytheism.
confusing.
Okay, I'll make it very clear. The Quran states the Trinity is polytheism. It's not. Therefore, it's wrong.
So first of all, let's get into polytheism. What does that mean?
It means the worship of multiple gods.
Oh, okay. And you're saying that it's not.
Correct. The Trinity is not multiple gods.
Well, let's say this: if it's not more than one God or studied to be, why are they emphasizing the Father, and on one story they're emphasizing Jesus, and then what's the other one? The Holy Spirit.
Because the Trinity is three distinct persons out of the same God.
Right there, you just answered your question.
How does three distinct persons make three gods if I literally just said they're the same God?
You just said three distinct persons.
Okay,
You said it yourself.
what's the difference
Right
between
out
a
of your
person
mouth.
and a nature?
What's the difference between a what?
A person and a nature.
A person and nature, as in
A
like
person
trees
and
and
a
stuff?
nature. Bro, I said trees and stuff. No, a person and a nature, like a human nature.
Yeah, be specific, bro. You sound a little, and you speak a little fast. So say it again.
What is the difference?
Like a person's nature, you mean? You're laughing,
Yes,
and I'm
bro.
serious.
What is the difference between a person and a nature? And by nature, I mean, for example, the human nature is one example of a nature.
So you're asking what's the difference between a human and someone's motives, basically?
Bro, where did I say bro? Bro, please don't try to make this question
I'm
into something
trying to
it's not.
understand.
What is the difference between a person and a nature?
A person and the nature.
There's no way this question's really
I don't
this
know how to
hard,
explain it to you, because every person could be different. You know what I mean?
Like, what are the necessary qualities to be considered a person?
Human-like, you can talk with other people, interact with people.
Human-like?
What? Yeah, like you're talking about a person, like, right?
Yeah, I'm asking you, what are the necessary qualities and necessary properties to be considered a person?
Why would you need to consider somebody a person when you could just tell?
How can you just tell if you... How can you
I mean,
just tell?
Like, you can tell if a dog is barking, it's a dog. You know what I mean? If a human is interacting with you, it's a human.
I didn't ask. I literally didn't ask about humans, bro. I just asked you, what is the necessary qualities to be considered a person?
I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot, man. So, what you want me to list a whole bunch of things to be considered a human?
Bro,
Like, if someone's
no,
autistic,
not to be
is he not gonna be
is a
considered
human identical to personhood?
What? You're making it more confusing than it needs. Don't kick me off,
bro. Bro, so it said, but pork is his problem, bro. I know, but eating pork, that's the issue. My boy Juju was good, but eating pork's the problem. But Buddy said, man, there's just too many qualities to list off, bro. Manito Super Chat, what are your thoughts on Surah 262? Can you say it in the comments? I don't know it off the top of my head, my brother. Happy birthday, Nate. God bless you. God bless you too, Slimy. Leviticus says don't eat camel. Why do Muslims eat camel? That's crazy. Well, another thing too is Leviticus says don't eat shellfish, but Muslims can eat shellfish. So guys, please only request if y'all are Muslim and you want to give me a good reason, or just really anybody that wants to give me a good reason not to be a Christian. Hello? Wait, that person leave? I think they left. Oops. Did you memorize the Bible?
Hi, yeah.
No, I don't think nobody memorized the Bible. Hello?
Hey, thanks for hosting this debate. I really appreciate it, sir. In any case, I just want to point out that this is essentially like Game of Thrones versus Lord of the Rings. Two fictional stories just debating each other when you're all fake. It's all nonsense.
Can you prove it's nonsense? Christianity's nonsense?
I guess historically, like we can see that, there is no real evidence for what Christians believe. I mean, I definitely believe that Jesus was a real man. I was brought up by two evangelical parents. Both of them were pastors, right? And I was brought up in the church. I brought up in the ministry, in the ministry my whole life. But in my 20s, I realized that it didn't make sense. And
What
the
doesn't make
fact
sense
that
about it?
when we look at my core belief, okay, if you would just give me like 3 seconds just to pause and just digress for a second, I really appreciate you engaging with me in a real manner. I came on, to be honest, not in good faith. I just wanted to troll. But since you are asking a genuine question, I do appreciate it, and I would love to espouse my belief. As a born Christian, I guess, right? I would say that what really shaped my faith was the fact that there's so much suffering in the world, and the fact that an all-knowing, all-powerful, and omnipotent God that is espoused in our text, right, in the Bible, does not really correlate with like what a moral being would be.
How do you
What
know
would
what
you
a
think about
moral
that,
being
sir?
would be?
I guess like, okay, I put a hypothetical to you, sir. If you were to see a kid on your street, in your neighborhood itself, in your own neighborhood, starving, would you not give that kid bread or a meal down your
Yeah.
street, down from where you live? Would you not give the kid bread?
Yeah.
You would. But an
Now, what
all-powerful,
if,
all-knowing
I
God,
want to ask you a
knowing,
question. Now, what if by me not giving that kid bread, he actually takes on becoming one of the most hardworking individuals possible? He becomes so hardworking that he changes thousands of lives by his invention. And he wouldn't have become that hardworking if he was complacent and had the food. I just want a quick
but
hypothetical,
that
random
is not.
hypothetical. If I knew that, would I be
I
wrong for not giving him food?
I accept that. I accept your hypothetical, but we understand and we know from history and the way that the world works. Like you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A child dies in Africa right now, 7 seconds, and this child doesn't ever get to be this person that you say that they could be, right? A person that overcomes hardship, realizes, adversity is my strength and all that. And God being
I'm
all
saying,
knowing.
but listen. What I'm saying though is there's also the other side of the hypothetical is that A, they are unalived because of their whatever starvation, and they go to heaven because they didn't grow up, they were still a child and they never got the chance to grow up, and potentially they would grow up to go against God. B, they would grow up to do heinous crimes, and so God wasn't allowing that for whatever specific reason. There's many hypotheticals as to which God could allow the suffering, like many.
No, but this is the point that I'm making, sir. The point that I'm making is that it is because that that an all-knowing, all-powerful God could just prevent this, and it seems so illogical that you will have a perfect world where there's no suffering and there's no hardship and because what kind of life is that? There's no character building. One of my most treasured memories of a preacher was a very local from where I'm from. I'm from Singapore. Joseph Prince. He's one of a very prominent preacher. He said that hardship is not built with a martini in your hand on the beach. It's built through hardship. But the thing is that at the end of the day, it is not logical to think that there is an all-knowing, all-powerful God that created a world where billions and billions and billions of humans throughout history.
My question is going to be, how do you know, without some sort of objective moral standard, how do you know what is considered objectively evil? I thought he was saying hot shit too at first. He's saying hardship. I thought he was saying hot shit forever until I just realized it. But how do you know what is considered to be objectively evil without a standard like God?
Okay, I love your question, sir. Thank you for bringing that up. How do we know what is objectively evil? It is because me as a person, right, growing up in the church, right, and my parents not only being pastors but also being prominent in social welfare sectors. they implanted in me a sense of service, right? Taking care of your fellow man and all this. But the thing is that any other human, I've met so many people in my multicultural country of Singapore, Hindus, Muslims, Buddhists, they all also care about their fellow man. You don't need
But I'm saying that's subjective, though. To
Christian
care
God.
about your fellow man is just subjective. I'm asking
No,
how
yeah,
you know.
no,
Do you know the difference between
yes.
objective and subjective?
No, yeah, I understand objective and subjective morality. So for me, my morality is just based on, do I cause harm to others?
Okay, but that's subjective. I'm asking you, what is your objective standard for morality?
No, my stance is that there can't be, in the way you frame it, objective morality, because objective morality, you are talking about, is there a chart? Is there a rule book? Is there a kind of like stats that you look
Okay,
at
so
to
then
say that,
then
hey, I
according
have to
to
do
you,
this
a
based on
child
this.
starving in Africa isn't objectively wrong. So what's the issue?
No, according to me is that we, as our system, the way the world works, it is wrong. The fact that I get to live in a first world country right now, right, and enjoy first world living with air conditioning, 3, 5, 6 meals a day, booze whenever I want,
6 meals a day is
right?
crazy.
It's
Right.
wrong that I get to enjoy all these things.
Okay, why?
Without, when
But
people
that's
are
just
suffering
subjective.
across the
If
world, but I don't have
what
the
if someone
power to
says it's
change
right?
this.
What if someone says it's right? What if someone says that's good that some people suffer and some don't? Then what?
This is where I feel that many Christians have this dissonance, or like this disconnect in the understanding of what morality actually is. And if you just give me like 30 seconds, I will like really like dive into it. What I mean is that morality at the end of the day is all about, do I, as a human being, does my actions harm others? And a lot of times,
What if someone
even
wants
as
to harm
even
others, brother? What if someone wants to harm others?
yeah, then they are bad people, and
But
we should
that's
create
just
systems
subjective.
that no, it's not. We have to create a society where these people, we can prevent that. This a society that can prevent people from harming others, which is what we are doing.
Brother, wait. I just said it's subjective, and you said no, it's not. So then I want you to give me evidence that it's objective, that it's wrong to harm people.
Okay, I have to admit, I have a trouble completely understanding your definition of objective and subjective. But maybe if I give you what I feel morality should be based on, maybe you can.
What do you think
tap off
objective
that.
and subjective
Is that
means?
fair?
What do you think objective and subjective means?
Okay, so subjective would probably mean that everyone has their own personal point of view of what morality is, and objective would mean that they are basing their morality on a standard set of objects lah, in that sense lah, right? Or standard set of rules. Is that fair? Is that a fair
You said say objective
characterization
again?
of? Sorry, objective would mean that they are basing their morality on a standard set of rules or a standard set of objects, in the sense objects, right? Like a framework in that sense. Is that a fair assessment, or am I
basically
wrong?
going to be something that's unchanging and eternal. It's always this way. It doesn't change. It's based on a standard that is
Yes.
above your opinion. It's not opinion based. So it's mind independent.
Okay. Do you feel that Christianity has maintained their objective morality throughout the 2,000 years that they have existed?
Yes.
Then why was slavery defended by Christianity?
Can you show
not
me,
in the US?
Can you show me any church fathers that said slavery was okay?
Yeah, I'm on my phone right now, but you definitely
You want to
can
find it and come back? I would love to see that. I think he went off this.
you definitely can. You have a PC in front of you. You just all
I've
you
done
have to do
research
is
on
just
this,
Google.
bro. I haven't seen nothing. That's why I'm saying, do you want to find it and come back, maybe?
Okay, wait. Do you not believe that that the church and the evangelical Christianity, Protestantism was heavily backing the Confederacy, the slavery movement, didn't they use verses like treat your
No,
slaves,
no,
please treat your
no.
masters,
I don't
and
believe any
masters, please
church
treat your
fathers use
slaves.
that. No, no.
So are you a Protestant or are you Catholic?
I'm
sir?
Eastern Orthodox. So how about this? How about you go
Eastern
find those
Orthodox.
church
Okay.
fathers so we can actually discuss it instead of just saying claims? And I'll be live for like another hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever. 2.5 hours. I don't know how long I'll be live. Come back, find it. Let me know you find it. Hopefully he can find that. Hello?
Yo,
What's going on?
why are you running?
What am I running from?
Don't be. Everybody watch. Get your man some milk. He gonna be running. Get him a Gatorade. All right. So, did Jesus preach a triune God? It's very simple. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Good. So, can you pull up Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 6?
Man, you just gonna be weird and say Deuteronomy. It's gonna be gone, brother. I don't know what we're doing here. Tyler Flag got a $5 super chat. Says that there's so much suffering in the world, but what has this guy or anyone who has asked this question done to alleviate the suffering of the world? I mean, yeah, it's true. Probably nothing.
Hey man, how you doing?
I'm good. What's going on?
I'm good. So, question: in the Bible says God cannot be tempted by evil, but Jesus was tempted, right?
Yeah, outwardly, not inwardly.
But was he tempted? Yes or no?
Yeah, outwardly, not inwardly.
So, is he God?
Yes, he's God.
So that's the one contradiction. The
It's not a
second contradiction is
because it's not a contradiction because it's saying that God
how
can't be tempted inwardly. Do you know the difference between inward and outward temptation?
it clearly says God cannot be tempted by evil.
Okay,
Did Jesus was tempted by evil? Yes or
do
no?
you know the difference between inward and outward temptation?
No, explain it to me, man.
Inward temptation is that you actually feel the effects of the temptation. Outward temptation is the actual trying or the act of trying to tempt.
Okay, you're not responding well, but that doesn't matter. And the second verse says,
Oh, for one.
nobody has seen God, but Jacob. And
Verse does not say nobody has seen God but Jacob.
it doesn't say that. You first.
It doesn't say nobody has seen God but Jacob. No.
No, it says in the Bible nobody has seen God. That's what I'm saying. But
Yes,
Jacob
and
has
the
seen
word
God.
for yes, and the word for
face to
seen
face.
there. Yes, and the word for seen there is going to refer to the fact of whether or not they can understand it. Just like if I say I see what you mean, it doesn't mean I saw
No,
with
it
my
doesn't
eyes
say
what you
that.
mean.
It doesn't say that.
So see in every
doesn't
case
say
means
that.
to see with your eyes.
If the Bible says nobody has seen God, what does it mean?
Okay, so are you saying that see in every case means to see with your eyes?
Yes, face to face. Can I show you first?
Brother, okay, so if I say I see what you mean, does that mean I saw you with my eyes? I saw what you meant with my eyes?
In Exodus 32:11.
Exorcist is crazy.
Pull it up. Exodus 32:11.
I know the verse, dude. I'm saying you have no
Speaks
clue
with
what
the
it's
God
talking
face
about.
to face.
Bruh, I'm saying the
speaking about
word,
Moses seeing
bruh, the
God face to
word
face.
seen does not necessarily mean with your eyes. Ever.
Okay, what does it mean when Moses sees this face to face? Can you explain that to me?
Oh my gosh. It's saying the fact that he saw him. When it says that he
Face
saw
to
him,
face.
reading the context, we saw that God made himself
Okay,
manifest.
can you pull up that verse, brother?
I mean, I
Can
don't
you
know.
pull up that verse? Let me
Sure, let's go to the verse and show how you don't know what the frick you're talking about. Exodus what? What verse? Exodus 33? What verse can we pull up?
11.
All right, Exodus 33:11. So the Lord spoke to Moses face to face as a man speaks to his friend, and he would return to the camp. But his servant
Face
Joshua,
to
the
face.
son of
What
Nun.
did it say? Face to face?
Yes, amen. So it's talking about the fact
Okay,
because
so
it talks about the fact that he was made manifest. So it's saying that Moses saw him with his eyes.
Nick, does it say face to face? Yes or no?
Yes. What does that have to do with anything? What does that prove?
Okay, why does your Bible say nobody's seen God?
Oh my gosh. What's the Hebrew and Greek word used for no one has seen God?
Nah, come on, man. Does it say face to face? And does it say in another verse nobody has seen God? Yes or no?
I'm gonna say this for the last time, bro. Please listen. The
Can
word
you
seen.
answer the question?
See what I'm saying? He didn't even let me talk. The word seen does not necessarily mean with your eyes. In John chapter 1,
Face to
when it
face.
says,
What does that mean?
oh my gosh.
Face to face.
Bro, please, holy crap. Do y'all not have ears? In Exodus 33, it is talking about with your eyes because it speaks about the fact that he was with them. In John chapter 1, when it says no one has seen God, it's talking about the fact that no one has fully understood or perceived him.
No, it doesn't say that, man. Don't lie to me, man.
Okay,
It
so
clearly says
tell me.
nobody has seen God physically.
Okay, great. Now, does the word seen can that only mean with your eyes?
If you say face to face, it's
It
with your
doesn't say
eyes.
face
Yes.
to nope. It doesn't say face to face in John 1. Try again.
You just said face to face. Read
No,
the verse
John
again,
1.
man.
Show me the verse that says no one has seen
Oh my
God,
God,
and show
you're
me
getting
where it
angry.
says
Don't
not
lie,
face to
Nick.
face.
Read the verse again. Read the verse again.
That verse doesn't. I'm talking about the one where it says you
It says
cannot
face
see
to face,
God.
Nick.
Oh my gosh, you're genuinely slow. I'm talking about the
Oh,
verse
you're
where it
getting angry. You
says
know I'm right. It says face to face.
Holy crap! Holy crap! This is insane. I'm
Jet, what does
talking.
face to face mean?
Listen, I'm talking about the verse where it says you cannot see God. Does it say you cannot see
Okay.
God face to face, or does it just say you cannot see
What does it
God?
mean to say we cannot
No,
see God?
answer
What
the
does it mean?
question. Does the verse say you cannot see God, or does it say you cannot see God face to face?
You cannot see God means you cannot see God physically,
No.
right?
Answer the question. Does the verse say you cannot see God, or does it say you cannot see God face to face?
You cannot see God is the same thing, same definition.
Okay, so you can't answer. Thank you very much for coming up. You can't answer the question. These Muslims are genuinely the slowest people I've ever met in my life. In my life. It's bad, man. It's very bad. Very bad. Next. Let's see. I mean, listen, you know that the Muslims are cooked when they just refuse to answer the question. It doesn't, in John 1, it doesn't say no one can see God face to face. It just says no one sees God. Slow at. Hello?
Yo, what's up?
What's going on?
Hello.
What's up?
Wanted to ask about Joshua 6:21. Was the
What verse?
hyperbole used
What you
there?
said? What verse?
Joshua 6:21.
Oh, Joshua. Okay, what were you asking?
About the killing of everyone, pretty much.
Joshua
And
6.
asking if the hyperbole was used there.
And they utterly destroyed all that was in the city, both man and woman, young, old, ox, and sheep, donkey with the edge of the sword. Yeah, I believe it's using rhetorical language.
This is the verse where they appear later, right? In the story. The people there.
I mean, I don't know if it's after Joshua, but it's after when it originally speaks about it. And Samuel.
Oh, okay, okay. Is the Trinity pretty much like the apple equals seeds, flesh, and skin?
No.
So no, it's not the same.
No.
How do I explain to someone in a simple way the Trinity?
You would explain there's three distinct persons. Those distinct persons have the same nature.
So it's not even close. Or like water equals liquid, ice, and steam.
No.
Water can be those. No?
No.
It's not the same?
No.
Okay. Last question. Second. If I only believe in Jesus, yeah, and follow him, am I considered Christian, or do I need to do something more?
You also need to follow his apostles, the prophets. There's a lot more you need to do.
A lot more? Like,
yeah.
like
you can't just follow Jesus and not follow his apostles that he said to follow.
Is there like Bible only Christians? Like I heard that there's Quran only Muslims. Is that the case in the Christianity?
Probably some out there.
But can they be considered real Christians?
I mean, I don't know what you mean by a real Christian. I think the fullness of the faith is in Eastern Orthodoxy. So.
Okay, thank you for your time, man.
Yeah, sir.
Bye.
True Secret, $8 super chat. You should start asking these guys, be honest, how many branches does your family tree actually have? Boy, these folks. Bruh. I don't know, bro. I genuinely think a lot of them like actually have like inbred tendencies. Peace over nonsense. $10 super chat. More life to you, man. Blessings to you and yours. Continue to shine a light on the blind and bring them to know Christ. Amen, man. We gonna try our best. God bless. We gonna try our best, man. All right, what we got next? Thank y'all for the gifts on TikTok. I didn't get a chance to thank y'all individually. Hello?
Hey,
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm good. What's going on?
Yeah, nothing much, just watching your life, and trying to give you a good reason, yeah, to be a Christian,
Okay, give me
yeah.
a good reason not to be a Christian.
I say, I say, a good reason, for you to be a Christian, not to be a Christian, like in Muslim perspective is, because Muslims we believe we're more Christian than Christians, So let
What are
me
you talking
explain.
about? What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, because we believe in Jesus, and respect Jesus more than most of the Christians. We if you don't believe in Jesus, you don't you're not a true Muslim. So it's like an article of faith, in Islam.
So what's the good reason to not be a Christian?
Yeah, because nowadays Christians don't respect Jesus as much as Muslims respect.
How don't Christians respect Jesus? We literally worship him.
Yeah, so many caricatures of Jesus, like um putting divinity on him, when he clearly said, he is not God,
Where do you say that?
He and he said it in the Bible.
Where?
Where in the Bible?
Yeah, please show me what verse he said he's not God. And when you find it, you have to come back off the screen because I can't hear it off the screen. Dear Lord, could you please have mercy? Man, he's guest today, chat. He's guest today. They trying to make me suffer today, huh? I'm not good. He didn't say that. I'm about to say, like, how can y'all possibly honor him more? Bro, we literally worship that man. We worship the ground he walks on. We will wait. We will wait. All right, you found it?
Did you hear that verse?
No, I told
Yeah,
you
I
I
found
couldn't
the
hear you
verse.
off the screen. What verse? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Brother, I said I can't hear you when you're off the screen.
Oh, okay. My bad. Yeah.
So what verse?
Verse 26:39
Of what? Probably Matthew, I assume. Of what chapter?
of the Bible.
Of which book?
Matthew.
Okay, Matthew 26:39. Which one is that? Is that the one about not knowing the hour, or is that the one where he fell on his face? Which one was that?
No, Bible is Bible. How many Bibles do we have?
Oh my gosh, brother. Where did he say he's not God there? In Matthew 26:39. How did he say he's not God?
My Father, if it's possible, listen here. My Father, if it's possible.
All right, bro. When you figure it out and come back to the screen, let me know, bro. Bro. Ugh. Best birthday ever. Again, please only request, guys, if you guys disagree. Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Hi. Hi. Yeah. How you doing? You good?
I'm good. What's going on?
Yeah. So, so you asked why is a reason not to be a Christian?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'd say, although I'm not a theologian, I'd say the best reason to not be a Christian as it's defined in today's world is because Jesus himself, he came to a society where people are obviously following a certain Abrahamic faith that predated Christianity, and he didn't tell them to change who they worshipped. He just told them to change how they worship. So, for example, and I know you know what verse I mean here, or what verses, when, you know, someone said to he said, what are the greatest commandments? And he said, to love God as you love yourself, to love your neighbor as you love yourself, that God is one, and to love God with all your heart, strength, and spirit. And he said to this man that you'll be saved. And that man he worshiped God in the same way before he met Jesus. And when he spoke to the hypocrites and he spoke to the Pharisees, they prayed with arrogance and they were hypocrites, but he didn't say that you're worshiping the wrong God. And furthermore, when he spoke of the Pharisee and the publican who was praying, he could barely lift his head up because he saw the glory of God and he saw the weight of his own sin. Jesus said to him that this man is justified when he just called out to God in his oneness and said, God, be merciful to me, a sinner. Jesus didn't add any barriers on top of that. He doesn't say that, no, you need a council to change the way that you worship, because ultimately the Abrahamic message was clear in its simplicity of who God was, that God is one.
I agree.
So
God
this is
one.
essentially the
What
reading
about
of
it?
the scripture.
I agree that God is one. What about it though? How does that disprove anything?
Because the point is that the assumption that Jesus had when he spoke to his followers and when he spoke to the people who were against him was that the belief in God was there before he came. And when he spoke to those people, he didn't say, you're worshiping the wrong God.
Yeah, a lot of them probably weren't worshiping the wrong God. What does that have to do with anything?
Because when he met them, he didn't say, no, I am the God you have to worship, and you need a council to clarify this. They worship God the same way that Jews worship God today, or Muslims worship God today.
So why did Thomas call him God?
Where did Thomas call him God?
John chapter 20. He said he called him my Lord and my God. And I can't hear you when you're off the screen, by the way.
Well, so he called him God and Lord in that.
Yep.
Well, the thing is, as I say, I'm not a theologian. This is just my perspective. But if he called him God in that, like as I say, I don't take the Bible. I don't take the Bible as a complete authoritative text. I'm not saying I'm picking and choosing here. I'm just this is my
You're the one
intuition.
that brought up the Bible, so just stick with it, bro. Why did Thomas call him his Lord and his God?
Well, the thing is that I can deal with a contradiction in the scriptures, whereas you can't, because I don't take the scriptures as entirely
So
authoritative.
do you admit that some of the scripture is in fact calling Jesus God?
That particular verse, is that calling Jesus God? Well, if it says Jesus is God in that verse, then yes, that would mean that.
I'll tell you what it says.
according
It
to
says,
scripture, yeah.
I'll tell you what it says. Thomas says, and he says to him, my Lord and my God. Is that verse calling him God?
That verse, yeah, of course, that verse is calling him God.
Amen. The Bible teaches Jesus God. Amen, brother. I agree.
No, but you're not
on the same
understanding that there is a contradiction there, because Jesus didn't change the way that people worshipped. People weren't worshipping Jesus before he came. And at the same time, he didn't say, no, you should worship me. You shouldn't worship God the way you're worshiping God.
He literally said that you can only honor the Father if you honor him just as much. It's literally what he told him.
As every prophet has said that I'm the gateway, I'm the way, the truth,
Does
the
any
light. This is
prophet say
the message of the prophets.
But does any prophet say you should honor them just as much as you honor God?
Mm. Does any prophet say that you should honor them as much as you honor God? No,
Yeah.
you honor God through honoring the
Oh,
prophets,
so
because
why
the
does
prophet, the
Christ say,
Messiah.
honor me just as you honor God?
Well, because it's impossible to honor God without honoring the one who God
Do you
sent.
honor Muhammad as much as you honor Allah?
No, but it's impossible to honor God without
That's not what
honoring
I
the
asked.
prophets.
That's not what
Jesus,
I asked. I'm asking,
Muhammad,
do you
Abraham.
honor him as much as you honor God?
No, of course
Okay,
not.
so then why does Jesus say you have to honor me just the same as you honor the Father?
Well, this is the key point in the contradiction, that obviously he did not say to any of those people, no, turn away, turn towards me. I'm the point of which you pray. He
Yes,
said,
he did. He
follow me.
literally said,
They
turn
spoke
towards
to him as
me.
a
He
teacher.
said he's the one that answers everyone's prayers. He literally said he was the one that was going to be the one answering prayers.
So do you not see, and I have to ask this respectfully, do you not see the point that's made that when people read the Bible, and I mean this honestly, when people read the Bible and they see that when Jesus said to that man that you will be justified, you'll be saved for praying in the same way that he prayed before Jesus came, that Jesus was assuming a Judaic monotheism that he didn't want to change.
Do you pray the same way Jesus prayed?
Well, God willing, I mean, the way that Jesus talked about praying when he said the Lord's Prayer, and oh God, have mercy upon me, a sinner, which Christians have changed to, oh Christ, be merciful to me,
So
a
you
sinner.
pray that prayer that he originally prayed? Just curious.
The actual wording itself, no, but the essence behind that,
It's
of
crazy.
course.
Why don't you follow what Jesus said to say? Why not?
Hopefully.
Why don't
It's
you
it's very
follow? Why don't
impossible
you
for anyone
follow
to
how
obviously.
Jesus said to pray?
Well, in terms of the wording itself, the idea that you call towards God for mercy, you put your sins before Him, and you seek
I'm asking,
righteousness
why don't you pray the exact words
by
that he
loving
prayed?
God.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why don't you pray the exact words that he prayed?
Well, there's there's other things that Christians pray which aren't
I'm not
just
asking that. I'm
just
asking,
that, of
why don't you
course.
pray the exact words Christ prayed?
Well, because this is a point of tradition. How it's said, it's not just how it's said, it's the meaning behind it.
Brother, was Christ doing something wrong when he said that prayer?
No.
Okay, so why wouldn't you? Can you let's repeat. Let's see who truly follows Jesus. All right, I'm gonna say what Jesus said. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Will you do the same?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Oh, I'm repeating after Jesus, doing what he said, what he told me to pray. I'm just seeing if we both also worship Jesus the same way, or we both respect the Jesus the same way. So I'm repeating after Jesus. Jesus said, pray like this. So I'm going to pray like this. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Will you pray like Jesus told you to pray?
Yes, of course.
Okay, go ahead. Say it.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Oh no, he just committed shirk. Oh no. You know you're not allowed to say it as a Muslim, right?
Why?
Oh no, you weren't supposed to say that. I didn't think you would actually say it, bro. Oh,
Our Father who art in
no.
heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
he's doubling down.
Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who have trespassed against us, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one, forever and unto the ages of ages. Amen.
You know you're not allowed to call Allah a father, right?
Well, this is a linguistic difference. It's not the sense that you're calling God Father, as in the sense that He's your biological father. There's
Man, that's not good for you, bro. Like if you go up to a mosque and you tell like your imam that you prayed that, or your sheikh that you prayed that, bro, he might anathematize you.
Nah, well, he can anathematize me. It's fine.
It's fine?
Yeah, it's fine.
You don't mind?
It doesn't matter. It's a beautiful prayer. It makes sense.
Amen, brother. God bless you, man. Thanks for coming up. Man. Nah, he can't be trolling because I literally asked him about honoring Muhammad. He says he does honor Muhammad. He wasn't trying. Like, he was a dead serious Muslim. He literally says he honors Muhammad. Like, he's dead serious Muslim, bro. That's crazy. Kyle, I just had to take a sec to process that. That's crazy. Okay. Thank you for the super chat, Kyle. Jesus with a $7.77 super chat. Bro, we for real have the same birthday. Lock in, twin. Happy birthday. God bless you. I mean, I hate to burst your bubble, but I said this in the beginning. You might not have been here, though. My birthday is technically tomorrow, but I don't stream on Fridays, so we're doing like a pre-birthday stream. But I'm not finna tell everyone that tells me happy birthday, no, it's tomorrow. So you got a blue book that? I might have to, man. The real to find out super chat. Happy birthday. Would you agree Trinity is logically coherent but less parsimonious than the Unitarian view? What is your defense? Wait, but your defense is its higher explanatory what? But your defense is its higher explanatory scope. I don't know what you mean by that, brother. But and also I don't know what you mean by less parsimonious than the Unitarian view. But yes, I do agree it's logically consistent. Happy birthday. Appreciate you, Sophia. Low key Chico, what if I super chat? I just joined and you got Muslims committing shirk. That's so funny, bro. On any given day. On any given day, man. All right. Your birthday's right now in New Zealand time. It's Friday. Friday the 13th is a crazy birthday this year. Friday the 13th. The Sir Clips Law out of 5. Fearless, you get the memberships. God bless you, my man. Appreciate you. I say that's the first gifted memberships to the stream. God bless, man. All right, hello. Hello.
We good?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah. Good. Can you hear me?
You kind of muffled right now.
Wait. Yo.
Yeah, I can hear you better now.
Okay, so Muslim gave me good reasons. Yeah, so if we can establish that Muhammad is a true prophet, would that be enough?
Yup.
Okay, so what are the criteria of a true prophet?
He's after the first prophet. He must be in continuity with the previous prophets. He must be in agreement with those that are necessary next to him, such as there could be apostles that aren't considered prophets. He must also be in agreement with those apostles. I would say that's the main thing, to be honest.
And where did this criteria come from?
Oh, it's just logically necessary. So if you're a prophet, you must be in agreement with the previous prophets, because if you're not, then by definition, well, also, by the way, Galatians 1:8, if we want to talk
I'm
about
just saying,
biblical.
where does this criteria come from?
Well, number one is going to be from Galatians 1:8.
Okay, so you're getting it from the Bible,
That's
right?
one place. Also,
Okay, so
logical
what makes that true?
consistency.
What makes the Bible true?
Oh my God, brother. Please listen. I said that's not the only thing.
I'm
It's
just saying,
also-
bro.
Then listen. I said it's not the only thing. I said it's also
Okay.
because it's logically consistent that if someone is a prophet in a line of prophets, if prophets are supposed to be infallible in their teaching, they cannot disagree with each other. That just logically follows. So we don't even necessarily need Galatians 1:8.
Okay.
We can also just use logic to know that that has to be what occurs.
Okay, so do we need a previous true prophet to identify if he was in continuity with the other previous prophets,
Yeah,
right?
if you come after the first prophet, then yeah.
Okay, so who is the first prophet?
First prophet that
So we can
writes books
see.
in the Bible would be Moses. That'll be like the first one that writes anything down.
Okay, so why should we believe the most the Bible is true to establish continuity with it?
What, I don't know what you mean by true. Do you mean historically true? Do you mean supernaturally true? What do you mean?
Yeah, historic use. Yeah, so okay, can you prove Moses was a prophet? Because you say he needs to be continuity with the previous prophet, right? So we need to
I
prove
said
Moses
after the
was a
first
prophet.
prophet, bruh.
Okay, so you say the first prophet was Moses, right?
Yeah, he's gonna be the first prophet that writes stuff down in the Bible. Yeah.
Okay, so how do we know he was a true prophet?
Because of things like prophecy that he gave, for example.
His prophecy is sufficient reason to be a prophet.
Yeah, I would say if you give enough prophecy that's true, nothing that's false, there'd be no issue. I would say you'd be considered a
So
prophet. It
if
has to be
Muhammad
detailed prophecy.
so if Muhammad gave a prophecy, it will be a sufficient reason to be a prophet.
Sure, if he gave all true prophecy, no false prophecy, sure.
What do you mean by no false prophecy? No false prophecy.
He didn't
as
give any
in
false prophecy.
He never made a statement of false prophets. Oh, okay. So I understand. Okay. So prophecy, right?
Yep.
So that's established. Okay. So which prophecy did Moses give that make him a prophet?
He gave a bunch. I think he gave one about the second temple. I can give you specific verses if you want. I believe he gave one about the second temple.
Wait. Okay. Go ahead.
All right.
And after that, you're gonna prove to me that this text was written before the prophecy, right?
Prove that it was written before the prophecy? Well, yeah, because the prophecy I'm gonna give you is something
Was
that happened
established.
after Moses died.
Yeah, you're gonna prove the text was written after Moses was dead.
All I have to show you is that the text is written before the prophecy occurred. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need to prove the text was written before the prophecy occurred.
Yeah, of course. So I believe one is Exodus 12.
Go ahead. Show me the prophecy.
Sure.
And
46.
Which verse?
I'm gonna go to Exodus chapter 12. That's where we'll start out.
12 what?
You start at verse 43.
For
And it says, and the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, this is the ordinance of Passover. So first of all, do you know what Passover is?
No, man. You tell me.
Okay, it's fine. I'll explain it when we go to the end. No foreigner shall eat it, but every man's servant is bought for money. When you have circumcised him, then he may eat it. A sojourner and a hired servant shall not eat it. In one house it shall be eaten. You shall not carry any of the flesh outside the house, nor shall you break one of the bones. So it's talking about the Passover meal. It's talking about the Messiah here. So it's talking about what's going to happen to the Messiah,
Wait,
the one
let
who's
me-
going
let
to
me-
fulfill the Passover.
Let me read it again. The
Go
Lord
ahead.
said to Moses and Aaron, these are the regulations for the Passover meal. No foreigners may. So where do you know? So how do you know it's a prophecy?
Because it's saying it shall happen.
There is a Passover meal. No foreigners are eat. Okay, so how do you know this will be fulfilled by the Messiah?
Because that's who fulfills Passover. Like, you want me to show you other verses where Moses talks
Okay.
about fulfilling Passover?
By the Messiah?
Yes, the Messiah is the one who fulfills the Passover.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. I think it's in Exodus chapter 12, I believe. All right. All right. Exodus chapter 12. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron in Egypt, this is the month to be for you the first of the month of the year. Tell the whole community of Israel that on the 10th day of this, each man is to take a lamb for his family, one for each household. If any household is too small for a whole lamb, they must share one with the nearest neighbor, having taken into account the number of people there are. You are to determine the amount of lamb needed in accordance with what each person will eat. The animals you choose must be year-old males without defect, and you must take them from the sheep or the goats. Take care of them until the 14th day of the month, when all members of the community of Israel must slaughter them at twilight. Then they are to take some of the blood and put it on the sides and the tops of the door frames of the houses where they eat the lambs. So you know like what the blood was put on the the doorpost for, right?
I believe.
I said, do you know what it means when it says they're putting the blood on the doorpost? Have you read
No,
the
I
Old
don't know
Testament
what that
before?
means. No, that's why I'm here for you to give
Okay.
me a prophecy about it.
Okay, yeah. So what it's
Where should I
saying,
read
yeah.
it?
So what it's saying there is it's talking about the lamb. The lamb is the one who is supposed to be the one who's the quote unquote scapegoat for this. We see this also as well in Genesis. If you go to Genesis, where Abraham's, you might actually know this story even if you didn't read the story about the whole Old Testament. You can still read about it, where Abraham basically goes to sacrifice his son, and then he ends up sacrificing the ram instead because there's supposed to be a lamb that comes in the future. So he believes that the lamb is supposed to be
Yep.
the one that is slain. And this is again talking about Passover. So there's a
Wait,
future lamb that's going to be
wait,
slain.
a lamb. A lamb in the future?
Yes, that's what it talks about. And when it talks about Abraham as well, when Abraham goes and tries to sacrifice his son, it's a foreshadowing because when Abraham goes to sacrifice his son, God already has something for the sacrifice that
Mm-hmm.
Abraham doesn't know about, which is the ram.
How do you know that?
It's in the verse that he already has one
Yeah,
there.
because God sent it. Okay, okay. So God already gave him the lamb, right?
He gave him a ram specifically.
Okay, case closed.
What?
You said, what's it called? You said God gave him a lamb. Therefore, okay. So what's the foreshadowing of it?
The fact that
I'm
Christ is going
still
to
not
be the
getting the
lamb,
prophecy.
and now you see how the lamb is supposed to be the one in
Yeah.
Passover.
Okay, now you're presupposing it was foreshadowing Christ. So yeah, that's a
No, I'm just
now
saying that
you're
he's calling
committing the
them a
fallacy of it.
lamb. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So something is
Okay,
supposed to be a lamb that's coming in the
okay,
future. Now, what does he say about this lamb is the question. One of the things
okay.
he
Where
said.
does it say that? Where does it say that?
Oh, what does it say? What, bro?
Where does it say that they should, there is a foreshadowing of a future lamb that's supposed to come, right, bro?
What
Like,
did we just read about Passover in Exodus
you
12?
really too much in the verse, bro.
Okay, what did it say when we
Eh,
just read Exodus chapter 12? What did it
okay,
say
it
about the
does.
lamb?
It does. Wait. It
Oh
does
my
not
God.
say that there will be a future for lamb coming to die for the sins, bro. Like what?
It literally says there shall be a lamb that will come. Did you not hear me say when it literally
Okay,
says there
so
shall
why
be?
can't we say that? Yeah, okay. Why can't we say that it was just reiterating what's happened with Moses and Isaac? Though?
Because it's not. Because in that verse, Passover is already occurring presently. This is talking about the future.
Okay.
Okay, so this is talking about the future.
Wait. You know what? I'll grant you as a prophecy. Yeah, go ahead. Show me Jesus. Go ahead.
Great. And the fact that what does it say about the lamb? It talks a lot about the lamb. One of the things it says is that the lamb itself, not one of his
Yes.
bones will be broken, which is interesting because when Christ was
Mm-hmm.
crucified, not
Mm-hmm.
one of his bones was broken. That was one of the big
Mm.
things that they talked about, how none of his bones are broken during that.
Mm.
So that's a prophecy about the fact that none of his
Mm.
bones will be broken.
Oh wow! Someone get on the cross. None of his bone was broken. Boom! Prophecy.
Yeah, you know how hard that is to
How
be
the
nailed
heck
to a
does that
cross?
follow, bro?
You know how hard it is to be nailed to a cross and none of your bones to be broken and to be flogged before?
It does not matter, bro. How the heck does that follow?
That when you're nailed to a cross, typically some of your bones are going to be broken.
Okay. Typically, it's not. So it's not really going necessarily
Oh,
a case,
God.
right?
Yeah,
It could be the case that
my
someone
entire point is if
just
you're
hang on the cross with no bone broken, right? So it doesn't follow, bro.
that would be
Sorry.
almost impossible to happen. You would literally have to have perfect nails in your hands.
Show the contradiction.
What?
Show the contradiction. Go ahead.
When did I say?
Okay.
Oh my gosh! When did I say there's a contradiction? I said it would be
You said
almost
it will be-
impossible.
you say it will be nearly impossible. Okay, so there's no
Does
contradiction.
nearly
so it's not-
impossible
it's
mean there's a
possible. Go ahead.
contradiction?
I did not say.
Does nearly impossible mean there's a contradiction? No.
Right?
No. Does nearly impossible mean there's a contradiction?
I literally no.
Okay, so why are you asking me what's the contradiction, dude?
I said there is no contradiction.
So why did you ask me what's the contradiction?
I'm asking you because there is no contradiction.
Okay, great.
I'm asking you. I was asking you, but because there is no contradiction.
Do you think every prophecy?
So someone can be nailed on the cross?
Do you think every prophecy needs the negation to be a contradiction?
Do I think what?
Do you think every prophecy needs the negation to be a contradiction?
I don't know what I mean, bro.
The negation means the opposite of what did happen would be a contradiction. Is that necessary for a prophecy?
Wait, what?
Notice how you have no clue what the frick you're talking about. I'll say it one more time.
I don't know. I don't know what you are talking about.
Do you know what a negation is?
Negation is opposite to something, right?
Okay. Does the negation of a prophecy necessarily need to be a contradiction?
No.
Okay. So it not being not a contradiction that he doesn't break all his bones has no issue. So what's your point?
Okay,
so can you give me a good reason? So I'm hoping now, after we explain all that, you can finally give me a good reason not to be a Christian. So please give me a good reason now not to be a Christian. Finally,
yeah. So you haven't presented a prophecy. You just say no bones in Jesus' body was broken. Okay, therefore Jesus is fulfill the prophecy.
I did give you a prophecy. If you disagree with my criteria of a prophecy, please give me your criteria.
It was not.
Okay, give me your criteria of prophecy then.
It was not.
Okay, give me your criteria of prophecy then.
Okay. Yeah. So I will tell you, a prophecy must be details down to the bone. So you have to be very details down to every single details, bro. And that's what a true prophecy is, not a vague prophecy which have vague descriptions.
Okay, give me an example.
That's how we distinguish a false prophecy from a.
Give me an example.
I'm not a prophet.
No, give me an example that Muhammad said.
I don't know any of on top of my head right now.
So how do you know he's a true prophet?
How do I know? He's many reasons.
Like what?
Like the Quran.
How do you know the Quran's from God?
Oh, now diversion. I know you do this a lot, but don't divert. Just stay on
this
the topic,
isn't
bro.
a diversion. You're literally asking me what it means. You said you said wait. Did you or did you not say to be did you or did you not say to be a prophet you must have prophecy, right?
You know that you said that, not me.
Oh, so to be a prophet you don't have to have detailed prophecy?
I say you have to have detailed prophecy. You said to have prophecy.
Okay, what do you I want to make sure I'm not strawmanning you. What do you need to have to be considered a prophet?
So according to me,
yep.
Okay, so to be a prophet, according to me, you need to have miracles that are confirmed by eyewitness accounts. That's number one. Number two, you have to have prophecies, details. Okay. Number three.
Let's stop there. It's okay. Let's stop there. Number two, you need to have detailed prophecies. So this is something you need to have to be considered a prophet. So if you don't, okay, so you need to have this to be considered a prophet. Tell me one that Muhammad had, because he has to have one to be considered a prophet.
I say I don't have any on top of my head. Can you give me one?
No, I can't give you one because he wasn't a prophet. Amen, brother. Amen, brother. This dude comes on here arguing about Christianity. You couldn't even name one prophecy of Muhammad. You couldn't even name one, not even one. This is crazy. You gonna say, oh, that Moses prophecy, oh, that's a trash prophecy. You couldn't even name one of Muhammad, brother. These people don't know anything about their own religion. Ted East with 5 fearless true get the memberships. God bless you, Ted. Appreciate that, brother. OG with a $10 super chat. Happy birthday and happy birthday. Wait. Happy birthday to you and happy birthday to you. Oh, and his. Oh, you were singing. Appreciate you, OG. God bless. Okay, so the $5 super chat. How you don't clown these people impress me. 2 brain cells fighting for first place on replay. Not a single logical argument brought to you. I mean, it's so bad, bro. It's genuinely bad. How you gonna tell me? He gonna tell me, right? He asked me, what does it mean to be a prophet? That's what he asked me, right? What do you need to be a prophet? I said, one of the things I said was prophecy. And he told me to show him, and I showed him. I asked him the same question back. He says prophecy. I asked him to show me. He says, I don't even know anywhere bruh. These people don't know their own religion. And if you found a super chat, catching up in the stream, you got to tell Logic to put the Muslim praying book, the Muslim praying the Lord's Prayer in his red book. Brother, we don't, Andy, you must not be caught up enough. You don't need to. I got a blue book now. I'm starting to put stuff in. Just started. We're locked in. Logic blessed the book too, by the way. Logic blessed the book too. He was on the stream last time. Truth of the 3 super chat. Now ask about the branches. The branches. He's talking about Genesis or Exodus? Queso with a, I don't know why I'm calling you Queso. Your name's like KO Snova, but I'm just gonna call you Queso, brother. Brother, this guy is dense and smooth brain. Yeah, very smooth brain. Indeed. Capital T with 20 super chat. They're not impressed with the crucifixion with no broken bones, but are blown away about Muhammad. Prophesied there will be tall buildings. Huh? Happy early birthday, buddy. I appreciate you. Not even that though, Capital. But they're also impressed. Even though they don't even know any prophecy. Bruh, like they don't even know any prophecies, bro. It's so bad. I send it to the 20 super chat. These people get more frustrating every day. How do you think I feel saying it's having to deal with this? Thank you for the super chat, bro. How do you think I feel about this, man? I be cooked over here, man. I'll tell you what.
What's up?
What's going on?
I'm good, bro. You know, why are you using ChatGPT against that guy, bro?
When did I use ChatGPT?
My bad. So what did you say?
How did I use ChatGPT?
But the first prophecy about the lamb, it was a ChatGPT answer, man. I saw you look it up, man. Come on,
Oh, it
you're better than
wasn't.
that, man.
Say wallahi, I did.
Say wallahi, you didn't. Oh, but you're not Muslim, so leave it. Anyway, I have a question, man.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so do you know the story in Matthew about Jesus going up to the mountain or no?
Yes, I do.
And he got tempted by the offer of the devil, right?
Yeah, the devil tried to tempt him.
Then no, the devil did tempt him. We can go to the verse.
But
and
he
you'll see that
outwardly
he got
tempted him. There's a difference between outward and inward temptation.
So he did tempt him, right?
Yes, outwardly, not inwardly.
Okay, so Jesus got tempted. Whatever, outwardly, inwardly, sidewardly, it's whatever. He got tempted. So now, when it says in the Bible that God shall not be tempted,
it's talking about inward
then
temptation.
how can you... About the N-word? What? Oh, inward.
Are we serious, bro?
Bro, what are you talking about? So what's the word for outward temptation in Greek? What's the word for that?
Same word, bro. What are you talking about?
But like,
it's not two different words for inward and outward temptation.
So why are you laughing, bro?
I can't do it.
You know
Bro.
it's ridiculous.
I can't do it, bro. I really can't do bro. Like they're so dumb, bro. Oh, by the way, sorry, my phone was on D&D. Yo, people gave to the chat. Hold on. Alyssa, appreciate you. She donated 100 to the gift butter. Thank you, Alyssa. I hope you're still in here. Also, Zach, he gave $50 to the Cash App. Appreciate you. My phone was on D&D, so I didn't get those in time. I hope y'all are still here, bro. Thank y'all very much. Hello? Hello? Bruh buying watermelons at Walmart right now. This shit buying watermelon. Michael with a $5 super chat. Guess you use ChatGPT. Nick Wayne, guess uses ChatGPT to find. Oh, bro, dear Lord. Something up with these people, bro. That boy was scanning watermelons at the checkout. Oh my gosh. Can you give the recipe of how to use more than 2 neurons at a time? I guess. The Muslims need it. The Muslims need to know how to get multiple neurons firing. ChatGPT finds the lamb. Listen, the Muslims are so like they're so like used to just using ChatGPT that they now expect everyone else to use ChatGPT. That's pretty much what it is, to be honest. They're like, if I'm using Chat, everyone else must be using it too. That's got to be the case. Hello?
Yo.
What's up?
So you believe the Bible to be 100% Word of God?
Yeah.
All right, so let me smack the shit out of you because Matthew 5:39 says, I can smack you, you gotta give me the other cheek.
You
So,
thought
feel
that
me?
was hilarious.
So,
So let me get this straight. You thought about that in your head, came up and
if
really
that's
thought that was
what,
gonna be funny.
I mean, bro, like, give me the cheek then. You
Yo,
gonna line up then?
pause, bruh. Yo, bruh. Dude, we got Diddy in here, bruh. I said, give me your cheek, bro. What the frick? Yo, pause. Yo, what's up with these Muslims? Hey, yo. Muslims on here asking for my cheeks, cuh. Oh, frick, no. Nah, that's crazy. In the zut sense, too. In the zut sense, too. Oh, frick, no. Kayla with a $5 super chat. Sometimes you just have to laugh. Happy birthday. Real. I appreciate it, but yeah, it's real. Sometimes you do. Listen, I don't know. What's up with these people? Hello? 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 It's a fantastic talk, brother.
Hello.
Why did like she start talking at like 5 seconds after I dropped her down? And it's the Hello?
Hello.
What's up?
Are you a born again Christian?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a Baptist Christian.
Oh, good. We're just taking up Muslims right now. Oh my gosh.
Can you hear me?
Are you peeing right now?
No, I'm in the shower.
Bro, what the frick is up with the yo, what's going on tonight, bro? Muslims asking for my cheeks and they talking to me while they in the shop. There is there is genuinely nothing. There is genuinely nothing that could be that important that you need to get on my live while you are in the shower. It's like bro told his mom he was getting in the shower the whole time. He's just sitting there on the toilet next to it, just yapping, bro. What are we talking about? Let's talk God. It's my super chat. You know the age of consent in Germany is 14. Across NATO countries, average age of consent is 15 to 16. Sadly, the world looks more like Momo than we thought. Happy birthday. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. Hey, Islam taking over the world, I guess. Islam taking over the world, I guess. It's crazy. Didn't you send this super chat yesterday? Oh, he talking to someone else. He's not talking to me. Come on, it isn't Friday the 13th yet. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I'm not streaming on Friday the 13th. Because boy. I know that would be bad. Thank y'all for the gifts on TikTok. It's crazy out here, guys. Genuinely insane. We had a Friday 13th last month too. Good thing I don't stream on Fridays, huh? It's a very good thing. Hello?
What's up?
What's up, man?
Yeah, so Muslims, give me a reason not to be Christian. Like the Bible is not reliable, bro. Like secular scholarship has destroyed any reason to be a Christian because the Bible is not a reliable source.
Okay, what's your evidence for that?
It's not a reliable source of information, bro.
What's your
I'll
evidence
prove
that
why.
it's
Are you
not?
aware of like the synoptic problem?
What's the synoptic problem? Is it that it can be either one of two things they talk about? Either one, that it's that a lot of them copy from each other, or two, that typically the synoptics aren't as explicit in calling Jesus God. I don't know if you're referring to one of those.
Yeah, so like with the first version, like the synoptic gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, they share a lot of material with the exact same wording and order.
Why is that a problem?
Right? So there's a two-source hypothesis and there's a three-source hypothesis. But the whole idea is that Matthew used Mark as a source of his narrative material, which is weird, considering that Matthew is an apostle of Jesus Christ and
Prove
Mark
it.
isn't.
Prove Matthew
For
used
example,
Mark.
like the Passion narrative, the miracles, the journeys
Wait,
of Jesus, they
wait.
all
Prove
copied
Matthew.
exactly
Wait.
word for word.
Okay, give me an example.
Give you an example.
Yeah, of Matthew
We can look
quoting
into
his
it.
passion narrative. Go ahead. Word for word. Go ahead.
Pardon?
Yeah, show me.
Yeah, so you want me to go into Matthew copying Mark. Do you accept that as like reliable or not?
That's Matthew. Yeah, I
Do you
accept.
accept that? That's the consensus of biblical scholarship.
Okay, can you just give me evidence for your claim? I want you to show me where Matthew talked about the stories that Mark talked about and the exact same wording.
Yeah, so like you want source information. Yeah, so you want source. I'll give it to you one second.
Okay. Okay. We'll wait, guys. Hopefully we find something good here. Michael, to $2 super chat. These Muslims coming up like drunk uncles. Happy birthday. Appreciate you, bro. Daniel with a $5 super chat. He was getting it ready for your cheek. A stuck for the lot. Oh my god. Kyle with a $5 super chat. Legal age is maybe 14 to 16 in Europe, but social convention is 18 in most of Europe, thanks to Christianity. Thank the Lord. All right, you found it?
Yeah, one sec.
Okay, not yet. A Viking with a $5 super chat. Swear the other day, BJ said you're live and a few other don't get crazy people like this. I don't know who you're talking about. And yeah, here we are. Oh, someone said my live doesn't get crazy. Yeah, whoever said that, don't watch me then, man. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, Big John Steele. Yeah, he must not have been in my lives recently then. if he think mine don't get mine be getting wicked.
Yeah, so as in a so far as like the Pacific parallel stories, we can go over the death of John the Baptist.
All right, so
Go over
what
the
verse
death
in
of John the
Matthew and what verse in
Baptist.
Mark?
Yeah, so Mark 6 verse 17 to 29, but and
You
Matthew
said Mark
14
6.
verses 3 to 12.
Wait. Mark 6, 17 to 25. Is that what you said?
But like I'm really concerned on like the scholarly quotes, right? Like do you accept scholarly like material?
Yeah, but your claim was that there's parts in Matthew
because
that
like scholars.
wait, you said there's parts in Matthew that
Yeah, because what's the
verbatim
claim?
quote. So I want to see that. So Matthew chapter 6, verse what?
Yeah, but scholars quote that the material shared in the Synoptic Gospels, Matthew contains like 90% of Mark's narrative in the same order and language. Like, would you accept this or not, or would you just reject it?
Is it true or is it untrue that Matthew? Brother, is it true or not true that Matthew quotes verbatim
It's a
Mark?
scholarly consensus, bro. It's a scholarly
Brother,
consensus.
then show me the verses where he does. We're waiting.
We can go over the death of John the Baptist.
Okay, what verses?
Go over Mark 16, verse 17 to 29.
Mark 6, 16 to 27. Is that what you said?
29, bro.
To 29. Okay. And what version are you reading? I want to make sure I'm on the same exact version as you, so there's no mistakes.
We can go over NIV, whatever.
NIV? Okay, that's fine. If you want to do NIV, that's fine. Okay, and what's the one in Matthew?
Yeah, Matthew 14, verses 3 to 12.
Okay, Matthew 14, 3 to 12. Okay.
Like, do you think scholars are just making this up? That's a bit weird, bro.
Oh, we're about to find out, I assume.
Do you think like majority of there's just a consensus of secular scholars saying that?
Listen.
There's like
if you okay, we're about to find out.
It's a bit weird, bro.
Well, brother, you said that Matthew you sound like you're getting nervous now because you said Matthew copies Mark verbatim for entire story. So we're about to find out right now. So Mark 6, let's start at the first verse you gave me, verse 16. But when Herod heard this, he said, John, whom I beheaded, has been raised from the dead. Okay, let's start off with the first verse he gave me in Matthew, see if it's the same. Now Herod had been arrested, and John bound him and put him in prison because of Herodias, his brother Philip's wife. So first of all, I'm not seeing verbatim quotes. Are y'all, chat? You said Matthew verbatim quotes entire stories from Mark. Yet in the first verse, it's entirely different.
So you want verbatim?
That's what you said.
Let me go over another.
Well, yes, because that's what you said. You said he verbatim quotes the story. That's literally what's your claim. So yes, I do want verbatim.
Let me give you another source, bro.
Please show me where Matthew verbatim quotes Mark's entire story. We're waiting.
Oh wait, I'm muted. So let's go to Mark 6. Let's go to Mark 6 and let's go to Matthew 14. I'll give you a verbatim, right? So in Mark 6, what does it say? This place is desolate and the days are now far spent. Matthew says the exact same thing. This place is desolate and the days now far spent. That's verbatim identity.
You said he verbatim quotes an entire story. Look how it's changing.
Yeah. I'm giving you an example.
So you admit that he didn't verbatim quote an entire story.
Yeah, I'm giving you an example where he verbatim quotes. I'm giving you an example now.
But you admit though that Matthew does not verbatim quote entire stories from him, right?
Yeah, he does. I'll go over to you.
I want to see that, dude. Show me.
He literally copies. Bro, it's the scholarly consensus.
Then show me the verses, dude. This is crazy. Then show me the verses.
Okay, I'm showing you. I'll show you the verses. I'll show you the verses. So let's go to Mark.
You said entire story. So where?
Verse 34.
Okay, Mark. What now? Let's go to.
So you want entire stories? Or
that's what you said. Holy crap! That's what you said. You said he verbatim quotes entire stories. Show me.
Yes, entire. Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, of course, bro. He verbatim quotes, not verbatim quote entire stories, verbatim, not verbatim, word for word, but specific
Bro,
sentences.
get out of my
specific
live. You're a
sentences.
clown, bro. Get out of my live. He comes in here saying they verbatim quote entire stories. Then it goes from, well, it's not verbatim, but like, bro, y'all are clowns, bro. Y'all are literally, it verbatim quotes entire stories. You lying ass. Man, with a final super chat, Nick, you gotta tell these Muslims that it's a B-Day party, not a zip party. Bro, apparently, dude. Apparently. Yeah, he literally said word for word, by the way. And then he got kind of sick because he realized, you know, it doesn't do what he said it did, man. Did I? What did I do? It's crazy, man.
Hello.
Hello.
Here it says Muslims give me a good reason not to be Christian. A good reason I could give you is that Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that we will have 72 virgins on heaven.
He's for sure trolling. But the Maverick to the Switch says Nick verbatim doesn't mean verbatim, bro. It doesn't. That's on me. I should have known better. I should have known verbatim don't mean verbatim. That's on me. Thank y'all for the gifts on TikTok, by the way. LIC, Val, Megan. I don't know how to say this other person's name, but appreciate y'all for the gifts on TikTok, man. Appreciate that, man. Did I do? Case over to the super chat. People that follow a book of lies will only speak lies. Yeah, this is true. This is indeed true. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. What's up?
You shouldn't be a Christian because the Christian God can't solve the big problems of reality.
Like what?
The problem of the one and the many.
How does the Muslim God solve the one in the many that the Christian God can't? Why am I echoing, bro? You have me under a tin can?
Weird.
Okay, I think it's fine now. Okay, so how does the... Okay, never mind. I think he put me back under the tin can. Alright, I don't know, bro. Please figure out your mic and then come back. This man put me under a tin can, bro. Hello? It's ironic he brought that up because the Christian God literally does go against the one and the many. It answers the one and the many. Yeah, what's going on?
What's going on? Why do you want Muslims to challenge you? I mean, I'm sure you've got a good enough brain to look for the truth, and if you think Christianity is the truth, then
Hey,
follow
maybe they know
Christianity.
something I don't. I'm always on a feet to learn, so maybe they know something I don't.
I'm Muslim, by the way. I'm Muslim, but if you
Stocks
feel
for the
Christianity is the truth, why do you want us to? Yeah, why do you want
Because
us?
maybe you know something I don't. Maybe you can teach me a good reason not to be a Christian.
The main reason, look, we are all part of the Abrahamic faith, and we believe Judaism led to Christianity. The whole purpose of Christianity was to rectify the Jews, right? So Christ came as the King of the Jews. Hark the herald, angels sing, glory be to the newborn King. So the Jews were awaiting what we will refer to as Isa alayhi salam or Jesus to rectify the issues of Judaism. Same thing with Christianity. We believe Christianity follows on, and Islam came to rectify the issues
What are
of
these
Christianity.
issues of Christianity?
One is the blasphemy of calling Jesus God, the Son of God. The idea that God, the Holy Ghost, and the Son are all God.
And you believe it's not the case because the Quran says
And this
so.
idea-
So how do you know the Quran's truly from God?
No, just from my personal perspective, logic. How can three be one?
Because it's three in a different sense than
1 + 1 + 1.
Brother,
This actually comes from the
that's three because we believe
it comes
there's
from
three
actually Greek
persons.
philosophy, actually, by the way.
Bro, we're saying there's three
I don't even believe that
persons
comes from
that
Christianity.
have, bro, oh my gosh, we're saying there's three persons that have
Three
one.
persons or three
All
gods?
right, I was actually Shark. I was actually waiting to see if you're in here. All right, so how many numbers is the number three?
What do you mean? It's a third number. It's an abstract concept.
How many numbers is the number three, though? I'm asking.
What do you mean having numbers? Is the number 3? It's one number.
Oh, but you just said 3 can't be 1. Interesting.
You're talking about abstract concepts. It's not saying 3 is 1. We're saying if 3 doesn't mean anything. If I said give me 3,
3 doesn't
what
mean
would you say?
anything?
It doesn't. Tell me. If I said give me 3, what do you want? What would you ask me if I said give me 3?
I'm saying, does 3 mean something? External,
answer
external,
the
what is 3
question.
of?
No, it's abstract. It's an abstract concept 3. The numbers are abstract, right? So you
Yes,
can't
but
tell
they
me
map
3
onto
means
reality, correct?
1. Without reality, they have no meaning. So I could
Brother,
say
I'm
I've
saying
got
they
3
map
pens.
onto reality,
I can't say
though.
3 is 1.
Is there a contradiction with 3
Yeah, but
persons
you just
having
said-
one nature?
3 persons having one nature.
Yes.
Not per se, no.
Okay, so when we say 3 and 1,
so-
that's
so
all
we
we
have
mean.
similar
Okay,
nature.
so when we say 3 and 1, that's all we mean. Is that there's 3 persons of one nature. That's all we
No,
mean.
but you manifest it. You manifest God into a human, so you give God limitations.
What's the logical
God can
contradiction with
either
that?
be
What's the
unlimited.
logical contradiction with God
That
taking
is
on
li-
flesh?
It's the same thing. Can God create something that he can't lift?
Yeah, I know. I don't think so. I'm asking, what is the logical contradiction with him taking on flesh, though?
That's a logical fallacy. You can't.
What fallacy?
You can't put something unlimited into a limited being.
Which fallacy is it?
You can't put something unlimited. It's illogical.
Which fallacy is it?
I say it's a illogical fallacy. It's illogical.
Yeah, which
It doesn't make
fallacy?
sense. It's against logic.
Which law of logic does it break?
Look at this concept, right? Can you create something that you can't lift? Can God create something that
What
he can't
law of
lift?
logic does it go against?
That's illogical. It
If it's
doesn't make sense.
illogical, it breaks one of the laws of logic. Which one?
Can't remember off the top of my head,
So you
but
be
it's
using
illogical.
words you don't even know. It's a fallacy. You don't even know what a fallacy is. It's illogical.
No,
you
it is
don't
a
know any
fa-
of the laws of logic.
So I've explained it, and you don't want to retort the explanation. Why
Brother,
not?
you're just saying it's illogical, but you're not telling me which law of logic it breaks.
I told you why. I've told you why. I've said, can God create something that he cannot lift? And you
That's
didn't
not
answer.
what we believe happens when he takes on the human nature, so that's irrelevant.
No, but why are you not answering that question? That's
I
illogical,
told
right?
you no the first time you asked, dude.
So then how can God put himself as an unlimited being into something that's
He's
limited,
still
a human
limited.
being
He's
that
still
has limited
unlimited, dude,
capacity?
because he's still unlimited on earth, bruh. We don't believe he becomes limited
how can
in
he be
his
unlimited?
divine nature.
Yeah, was Jesus a child? Was he born off the Virgin
Yes,
Mary?
and he still had the divine nature.
So he did have limitations, the biological
no, bruh, not in his
limitations.
divine nature, no.
Now you're separating his biology from his nature.
Bro, what? We're separating his human nature from his divine nature. There's a difference.
So is he human or is he divine?
Brother, both. He has 2 natures.
He can't be both.
Why? Give
You
me the
can't be
logical
limited and both
contradiction.
unlimited. That's
Give me the
illogical.
Why, if it's in 2... Bro, what does it mean for something to be illogical? Okay, he doesn't know. He's got to look it up. Oh, dear Lord have mercy. By the way, Hero, thank you for the super chat. It's not showing on the screen because my chat stopped for some reason, but you said, step further, how many digit numbers make up the number 10? 2. How many digit numbers make up the number 3? 1. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, for sure. It's a good point, Hero. For sure. All right, I don't know where this dude went. I think he has to go do some research on what are the laws of logic, and maybe he'll come back when he figures it out. I suppose.
Hi.
Hello.
So you want to give me
I can't really hear you very well right
why?
now.
I'm a bit far on the phone. Okay, is it better now?
A little bit. Still a little
Is
muffled.
it better? Okay, so sorry about that. Okay, in my point of view, Jesus alayhi salam never mentioned that he was God or to worship him. He himself never worshipped himself. He set the example to worship God alone.
Okay,
So why
so-
do Christians worship him?
Okay, you said he didn't make it claim he was God ever. So what did he mean when he said, I am the first and the last and the Alpha and the Omega?
First of and the last of his prophets of his time. That's what he means, the prophet of his time.
So first and the last doesn't mean you're God?
No, I mean first or last of the prophets. He didn't say he was God. Did he say he was God?
How was he the first prophet?
He didn't mention any word God. First of his generation, the first and the last prophet of his generation.
What?
That is what he means.
But he wasn't though.
I hope
John the Baptist was considered a prophet, and he was before him. He was before his ministry.
Okay, but to be able to be born without a father, he was the first.
He wasn't though. He wasn't before John the Baptist.
I know, but was he the first prophet to be born without a father?
Where does this say, bro? Where does it say anything about he's the first and the last of the prophets of not being born?
He is the first, right?
Bro, where does this arbitrary?
He is the first prophet.
Where does this arbitrary limit come from?
I mean, but at the end of the day, he is the fact of the matter. He is born without a father. He's the first prophet.
But where are you getting it from that when he says, "I am the first and the last," he's referring to the fact that he's the first and the last prophet that's born without a father?
He's the only. Okay, yes, he's the first and last prophet to be born without a father.
Where do you get it from that that's what he's saying?
I mean, isn't that logical?
No, you're just making that up.
For your paradigm, for my paradigm, is definitely logical. It makes sense.
Bruh,
he's
you
the first and the only prophet, the last prophet to be born without a father.
So why does it call him the beginning and the end?
Right. Okay, now why? Okay, at the end of the day, did he pray to himself? Yes or no?
Why does it call him the beginning and the end in that same verse? If it's talking about prophethood, why is it called the beginning and the end?
Because he was the only prophet, the beginning of the prophet of his time to go against this Jewish faith.
No, he wasn't. John the Baptist did.
No, John the Baptist is a Jew. He didn't go against the Jews.
Bruh, yeah, he went against the he went against the popular Jewish faith. Why do you think he was beheaded, dude? Why was John the Baptist, bro? Why was John the Baptist beheaded?
Okay. I didn't know why he was beheaded.
He was beheaded because the woman's daughter didn't like him because he was going against the people.
Okay. My next point is, did Jesus really crucified on the really actually alive on the cross?
Yes, he died on the cross.
Was he really unalive on the cross?
Yes, he really was.
But he when he went to his disciples, he said that he did not die. He admitted that he did not die.
Where? What verse?
He was there.
Show me the verse. Show me the verse where he says I didn't die, please.
I'm not because he told that he was there physically in front of
show me the verse where he went up and told the disciples he didn't die. Show me the verse.
He was alive. He said, "Please touch me. I'm skin and bones. I'm alive." That
yes, because he raised from the dead.
No, he did not. He did not die at all. Brother, he was flesh and bones. He was not a spirit. They thought he was a spirit. If he died, he would come as a spirit.
No, what happens in the resurrection? What happens, bro? What happens in the resurrection?
No, it's clear proof that Jesus telling them, "I did not die." It's very clear,
brother. What happens in a resurrection?
You are assuming. You guys are assuming that he died, but physically, Jesus showed himself that he did not die. Do you agree with that, brother? Why are you a Christian still? And did he ever pray to himself? That's my question.
Why would he pray to himself?
When he himself said, because if he was God, he would have prayed to himself.
What?
He would not even pray. If
he was God, does Allah pray to himself?
No.
So he can't be God.
That's my point.
He can't be God.
Allah does not need to pray to himself. Does not need to pray a God.
Take care, brother. Take care of me, brother. Allah is not God now. Take care of me, brother.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up, man?
Thank you for having me.
What you got, man?
Give me a good reason why not to be a Christian. Well, I cannot worship a man. Simple as that.
That's profound. Why not? If the Old Testament prophets said that we were going to eventually worship the Messiah.
So I worship a Messiah. No one worship a Messiah. Do Jews believe they worship Messiahs?
Messianic Jews do.
No, they don't.
Messianic Jews don't
No
worship the Messiah?
No Jews will worship a Messiah.
So what are Messianic Jews?
Well, I don't know. I'm not that. I
Bro,
don't.
I can't. I wish Muslims learn the term I don't know. He's going to say, no, the Messianic Jews did not worship the Messiah. And he then says, I don't know what Messianic... Matter of fact, he did say, I don't know there. To be fair. But why did you say I don't know the first time? Man, what? Martin with the 10 failures, you get the memberships. W. Martin. God bless you, brother. God bless you, my man, Martin. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, brother. If you ain't been here, you've been missing out on the show, man. It's been interesting, that's for sure. Hello?
Hey, what's going on, Nick?
What's up, man?
Not much. So I'm not religious. I'm a former Muslim. Like I'm raised by Muslims, and like my whole family's from Palestine. But I think a good reason to not be a Christian. I feel like you can take stuff from the Bible that you're inspired by, but you don't have to be a devout Christian, because I think being religious is a waste of time because there's not enough proof of any religion. So like low-key, you're asking Muslims to give you a reason to not be a Christian, but you should be asking like anybody, because in my opinion, Muslims and Christians, you guys are like the same to me.
Go ahead. You can give me a good reason not to be a Christian. Go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like it's a waste of time. The same reason as it is to be a Muslim. Like you're following a religion with no proof, no evidence.
Okay, what would you need as evidence to know a religion's true? What's your criteria of evidence?
To pick one specific religion, you'd have to present the evidence to convince me. I wouldn't have to come up with some
I don't know.
evidence.
Some evidence might convince someone that might not convince another. So I'm asking you, what would you need as evidence to believe that it's true?
I mean, that's like asking what evidence do you need to believe like a unicorn is true? Usually you'd probably need to see it or at least have like proof that it exists. You can't just say it exists because of the Bible or say it exists because of the Quran.
Okay, let's start historically. How do you know if something's historically true?
With usually you can verify it's true based on either physical evidence or sometimes anecdotes like witness reports, for example.
Okay, so let's talk about the witness reports that the Gospels present. The witness reports that the Gospels present is that Jesus was a man who went around preaching, who eventually got crucified, and they reported him alive 3 days later. Do we have any defeaters as to not take these witness reports as at least a part of evidence?
I mean, I just feel like that you could easily disqualify that evidence because it's so old and you can't really trust that the witness, like we don't even know.
Why does it being old have anything to do with anything?
Because over time, through so many people repeating the same stories to each other, the translation, it could get like, you know what I mean?
But
like
we have manuscripts
it's like
of
if
this
something
from like
happened
the 3rd
5
century. We know it hasn't changed in at least 1800 years.
But how do you know that actually? How do you know those manuscripts actually happened?
The same way we know anything in history happened, by looking at them and saying, okay, does this actually have historical
today, like
data?
for example, like we could record a video of us talking, and then in the future we could be like, these two people talked. Here's proof. What proof do you have that anything in like the Bible or the Quran?
So you throw out
ever
anything and
happened?
hit anything past like 1700 years ago, you just say it probably didn't happen?
Well, no. I think it's fair if you say that you believe it's true because you have faith, but I don't think it's fair to just say that like it's scientifically true. Like you can agree that you have faith and you just.
Do you think Aristotle existed?
But I don't think it's Aristotle. I'm pretty sure he existed.
How you know? Why do you think that?
There's just so many like textbooks about it.
Do you realize how many textbooks are about Jesus?
But there's textbooks about the Quran too. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so
Textbooks
how do,
about
okay, so
religion isn't
why,
necessarily
okay, great.
proof.
So then why do you believe that Aristotle existed, but you don't believe the stories, the eyewitness stories about Christ? What's the difference? What's the symmetry
Because
breaker?
it's more realistic for Aristotle just for a human to just exist. Like it wouldn't make sense for people to make that a conspiracy that he exists or not. But religion, to believe that a religion is true, you're basically agreeing that there's a flying or like a god, like a magical, like that's, you're basically believing in tons of fairy tales.
Okay.
So believing in Aristotle is easy. 'Cause
Okay,
it's a
so
guy.
okay,
Believing
so
in the Bible is
you
like
said
you
it's
just
harder to believe. Okay, is it, and it's easier to make up that story. So do you think it's easy for them to make up the story about Christ being crucified and rise from the dead? Do you think that was easy?
The flying bush and walking on water, yeah. That people back then, bro,
Flying bush.
in the Middle East, they were all like tripping.
What? Says who? What data do you have to support that?
It's the data. It's not like I have data, but you got to
So
think
where you getting
6,000
that
years
from?
ago, they didn't know how humans, because they didn't know how humans
6,000
came
years
to
ago?
be. So they just came up with or 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Whenever the Bible was created, they did not have the evidence or anything. They didn't have anything to understand why we were here. So that's why I think
Brother,
they
I'm
came up
saying
with
would
all those
them,
crazy
I'm
stories.
saying why would they make up the fact that Christ was crucified and rose from the dead, knowing that they were going to be brutally unalived for it? What would have been the gain of that?
The gain? I don't
Yes.
think it's like they lied like intentionally to like hurt people. I don't think they're lying like to
Like,
scam.
why would they?
I
I'm saying,
think people
why
are
would they
religious
do
because
that if
they have.
they knew they were going to be unalive? Why would they actually make it up?
It's the same reason people believe in the Quran. Like they just have faith, even though they know it's
Brother, I'm
probably
not talking about why
like a
they
lot of
believe it,
magical
dude.
stories.
I'm saying the start of it
It's the
all.
same
The
reasons.
apostles that said they witnessed it. Why would they? Because if it's false, that means they made it up. They lied. I'm saying, why would
Wait,
they
what?
lie if they knew they were going to be brutally unalived for lying about it?
Why would they? They didn't. Like I said, they didn't lie intentionally. Like they're not trying to gain from it.
Okay, so they
They just
actually
didn't
believe
know.
that
They
they
have
did, in fact,
faith.
so they actually saw Jesus crucified and saw him rise from the dead.
I just don't think any of that's true. Like, doesn't it sound kind of fake?
It's
Like, does
either
any
that
of the
they
stuff in the
truly
Bible
saw,
sound
brother,
fake?
it's either they truly saw Jesus rise from the dead or they lied about it. Which one is it?
Or I think they lied about it, first off, because everyone back
Thank
then
you.
was
That's
living
fine.
to only like 30, 35.
Okay, that's fine. Let's say they
But I
lied
don't think
about
they
it.
lied about it intentionally. Yeah.
How did they unintentionally lie?
Like, they didn't do it to, like, they didn't do it to harm people. They might have lied just because they were tripping, or they didn't realize how big religion would be in
Brother,
2026. Like,
why
back
didn't
then, they had no idea it would survive.
so when they were being brutally unalive, why didn't they say, "Oh, I was just lying"?
I mean, that's not a good faith argument. What I think is there's so many bullshit stories from back then. You can't just believe everything just because people died.
If you made up a story, if you lied about something, and then people were coming and unaliving you for what you lied about, would you tell them you was lying, or would you stay on with the lie and get brutally unalived?
Okay, let's use your example right now. Say I'm back in the Middle East, back in the day, I'm telling stories about the Bible because I'm convinced that Jesus rose from the dead, and I know I'm about to get killed for it. It's like you said, like, were they lying? Why would they lie? Why would they lie about that if they were about to die? I don't know, dude, but I just don't believe it's true.
If you
I don't think
if
that
you lied about
is
something
true.
and people were gonna brutally unalive you, and they said, "Listen, if you just admit it's a lie, we won't do it," would you continue your lie and get
How
brutally
do you
unalive?
even know that story itself? How do you even know
That
that
they were
happened?
unalived, bro? We have plenty of historical evidence outside of the Bible showing these people were unalived.
But all the evidence is so like thousands and thousands of. It's been
So then, how
it's
do you
so
know
old. Like,
Aristotle
you can't trust
existed?
it. Because Aristotle is just one guy existing. The whole
But it was
Bible has
thousands and thousands of years
events in it.
ago.
I know it was a long time ago, but just because it was a long time ago doesn't mean it's the only reason why I
All
don't.
right, bro. Take care. I mean, listen, bro. This is why people just don't want to believe in God. They don't want to at all. They do not want to believe in God. We give them the same criteria. He says too long ago, but Aristotle, it's not too long ago. Like, I mean, listen, bro. These people just don't want to believe in God. That's the point. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Jerusalem with the $7 super chat. Happy birthday, Nick. God bless you with patience to deal with such steam momos. I need it, bro. Thank you. Ray with the $20 super chat. Happy birthday, Nick. Thank you, Ray. God bless you, man. Martin with $100 super chat. Happy birthday, brother. Thank you, Martin. You are very, very generous. I appreciate you very much, Martin. You are a big help to the community. God bless you, bro. Official to $5 super chat. It takes more energy to disbelieve than to believe. Looking at Orthodoxy, Orthodox Study Bible arrives tomorrow. Let's freaking go. That's sick. And I totally agree with that. Totally agree with that for sure. But I am so happy that that's coming in for sure. All right. 513 to $10 super chat. Happy birthday, Nick. What are your thoughts on Genesis 6:3 and the hay flick limit? Program cell death? I don't know what the program cell death is. I'm gonna come out and buy you a mocktail. All right, bet, brother. You know where I live now, Martin. Since it all got leaked, I guess. You know where I'm at, man. I don't know what you mean. The hay flick limit, brother. I'm sorry, Gypsy. I really wish I could answer your question. If you say something else and clarify, maybe I can help answer. Thank you, lovely. All right.
How are you, brother?
I'm good. What's going on?
Yeah, it's just a question. I've been looking into something about the, I don't know if you're aware of this, the seven harufs.
The what?
Where Muslims say that the Quran is, there's not, that it's not been changed, or everything, every dot, every word is exactly the same. I've looked into this, and I think there was two guys, there was Omar and is it Ishan, was reciting the Quran, and one of them got really upset with the other and grabbed him around the throat. And then when they took him to, both went to Muhammad and said, recited one, and he said, yeah, that's what I've told you. And then the other one recited, and he went, yeah, I told you that one. So how can the Quran be unchanged, word for word, dot for dot, when their own followers proved otherwise?
Hey, I agree.
Are you aware of
I
this?
agree. Yeah, I agree. You can read Sahih Bukhari, and it talks about the fact that there was some surah which existed that doesn't exist anymore. So I agree, bro. Amen to that, brother. Thank you for coming on and sharing.
Hello.
Hello.
Right. Yeah. So I'm a Muslim. And I just want to make a point that it's a belief. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like 38, and I used to not understand why people don't believe Muslims over this, that, the other. And I just realized, you know what, everybody's different, and it comes down to the word belief. It comes down to what you believe is true based on the evidence given to you, based on your own logic in your head, what makes sense to you. Do you see what I'm saying? So like something that us Muslims think like, how can these Christians be Christians when they know this, or the Trinity or whatever? I'm not going to get into that, and I don't even I disagree with what the Muslims say about the Trinity as well, because my opinion on that is like, that's a weak argument, because God can do whatever you want. So are you like limiting God now? Do you know what I mean? You can literally God can do whatever you want. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got other reasons why I'm Muslims as opposed to Christian. But
So
it
what's your
comes down to
reason?
belief.
What's
Whatever
your
makes
reason
more
though?
sense to you.
What's your reason though?
My reason is it makes more sense to me. Do you see what I'm saying? So the main thing right now I'll highlight to you what makes more sense to me is that they're all saying the same thing. Yeah, they're all the Abrahamic religion. They're like pretty much 90% identical with 10% differences here and there. Do you know what I mean? We even believe Jesus is a prophet. Do you see what I'm saying? We believe in all of those guys. But the reason why I believe Islam is the true religion, is because it just has less in it for me to question it. Do you know what I mean? Like everything that
Bro,
I
I can give you
question
a
about
lot
it.
of stuff to question about Islam, dog.
I know you can, but trust me, you can, but I've heard it all before. I'm telling you my point of view. From what everybody's given to me, I've always found an answer. Do you see what I'm saying? Whereas, like for example, logic in my mind, this logic doesn't make sense. Like if
Okay,
your
I'll do you this though.
religion
You
is
said
something
every
God,
question
yeah,
you've had about Islam, you
yeah,
found an answer. I can give you this. Any question
yeah,
about Christianity you give me, I'll give you an answer. I can actually give you an answer for it.
yeah. It's not that. I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying like you show like for me, I think it's like it just comes down to each and everybody's own logical understanding. Do you see what I'm saying? If they think that Christianity makes more sense to them, they will believe it. Do you see what I'm saying?
For sure. Well, I
Same reason.
appreciate you giving your opinion, man. We're looking for arguments though. Blame it if I super chat. Happy birthday, Nick. Did you catch a Jai's video reviewing your debate with the Mormons? No, I still need to look at that. I forgot to. Thanks for reminding me though. I need to do that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I need to get that done. All right, TikTok. We're gonna finish out the live on YouTube. If you guys are on TikTok, we're gonna finish out the last little bits on YouTube. God bless y'all, and I will see y'all next time, man. All right, chat. What's good? It's just us again. It's just us again. I mean, bro, listen. He was just giving me like opinions, but he wasn't really giving me any real argumentation. Hey, by the way, if y'all want to give a birthday gift, the give butter link's in the bio. If y'all want to give a birthday gift, man, top link in the bio. Gypsy to $5 super chat. The hate flick limit explains our cellular aging and how max limit is around 120 years. It seems to line up with Genesis 6:3. Okay, I can look it up now that I'm off of there. Hold on. Genesis 6:3. My spirit shall not strive with man forever, for he is indeed flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. It's interesting. I don't know. I haven't looked into the hate flick limit. That's interesting. It could be the case. Hey, listen, it could be the case. Nigga's my next state over neighbor. W. Heck yeah, brother. I have nothing. That's okay, Tearjerker. Thanks for being here, dude. Jake is very knowledgeable at countering the Trinity. Do you feel prepared? Yeah. Yep, trust me, I'm good. Mari says, hey, Nick, would you say John the Apostle and Paul became prophets? Not Paul. Paul wasn't considered a prophet for sure. John the Baptist, a little bit iffy. Been inquiring into Orthodoxy for almost 2 months now. I'm going to take the next step soon to become a catechumen. Yes, sir, my boy Mark going to become a catechumen. That's what I love to hear. That's the best news I've heard all day. Besides the other guy that said he's getting Orthodox study Bible. That was W2. That's great news, though. That's amazing news. God defeated Jake. Heck yeah, he did. Nick, be careful saying your name in certain sentences. I know. I'll say all the time, like, I'll read a sentence and I'll say Nick is, and they'll think I'm saying the N-word. I'll say, like, Nick is. I say, oh, he's saying the N-word. I'm like, bruh, just shut up. I don't care. What Eastern Orthodox say is a former constituent of the divine nature is. Are you talking about, like, in regards to the filioque? Because that's typically when people talk about former constituents, talking about the filioque and whatnot. Missed meeting my bishop today because my wife is hella pregnant. Oh, my hella pregnant wife forgot. Hey, you better get right, man. But didn't Paul receive divine revelation? I don't think receiving divine revelation makes you a prophet. I would say like prophesying. You also have to like prophesy. Paul didn't technically prophesy or anything like that. Say it, twin. That's crazy. Trying to get me canceled. Even got logic baked Jake on the Trinity. That video is so tough. Yeah, bro. He's not all that. We learned that last time I debated him. He's not all that, bro. We already learned that. You know what I'm saying? John the Apostle, a prophet. So some people will call him a prophet. I don't know if I would call him one. I'm just saying some people call him a prophet. The reason I brought that up earlier is because in Islam, they believe he's a prophet. So I'm a power scaler, so I'm a power scale. Jake versus Nick, God logic. Jake, Nick is high, relative making Nick Jake. Yeah, heck yeah, that works for me. And then Jake said Avery baked lesbiano. He did that too. He did do that. He did do that. Didn't John write the gospel according to Sunni sources? Probably. I feel like I've seen something like that. Jada struggled a bit when he was prepared. He's tricky and dishonest. Yeah, it's okay though. I'm really built like that. I joined the Orthodox. There's a nearby church. I have no way of traveling. Yeah, that's one thing that sucks. There's not a ton of Orthodox churches. It's just something you got to talk to your bishop about. A priest. God bless you, man. It's got off work. Can't stay long. Can't say happy birthday. Thank you, bro. If I had no class like Jake, I would play the voice clip of his 99 ontologies blunder. Oh, that's funny, man. I could do that is the funny part. I could do that. Yo, happy birthday, man. Just want to pop in and say that. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, dude. Why are you hating on sharing the gospel in the shower, bro? Bro, there was nothing that important for him to be in the shower like that. I heard the junior debate, bro. Hats off to you. Had to come back here to do this again. It fried my brain cells. Lord, I know. It's crazy. Happy birthday. Thank you. Happy birthday. Thank you. Good debate against the clown you debated too. His demons are manifesting. Yup. How would the Apostle John be considered a prophet? I'm not talking about the Apostle John. I'm talking about John the Baptist. Have a blessed birthday. Thank you, bro. That's in the biography of Muhammad by Ibn Ishaq. Oh. Interesting. Junior, Triune God. Man, wasn't that something? Triune God is insane. Happy birthday, Nick. I know it's tomorrow. Thank you, bro. Jesus said John the Baptist is the last prophet. Yeah, I'm talking about John the Baptist, not John the Apostle. Nick, when are you going to convert? It was John the Baptist, not John the Eastern Orthodox. Real best Baptist argument right there. This is the best Baptist argument. Jake would just say I didn't say that. Oh, I know. Jesus' human nature was perfected because he had no defects in it. So he had no sort of inclination towards sin. He had no sort of like bodily like defects. So like he wouldn't have had like diseases and stuff like that. It's a couple of the ways. I was saying the apostle. Oh, yeah. I'm not talking about the apostle. You said John the Apostle specified? I don't know what you're talking about. Do you think the two witnesses are future prophets or something else entirely? The two witnesses, what, Revelation? Or Paul prophesied about the resurrection? Our resurrection? Or the resurrection? Like of Christ. Abba, it says it means father, but bro, what's... Yeah, that boy Junior said, he said, no, heck no, I'm not jumping in front of a bus to save my son. I'm not an idiot. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. It's so bad, guys. All right, y'all. Well, I appreciate y'all coming on here, man. Celebrating my birthday with me. I love to celebrate with y'all. Y'all are my favorite people to be with. Y'all are my favorite community. So thanks to everyone for coming in, guys. God bless you all. Make sure y'all subscribe. And I'm putting out a new Patreon video tomorrow. So join the Patreon if you want. God bless y'all, and I'll see y'all next time.